Hello everyone in the future. My name is Trey, and welcome back to our stream today. Yes. We are doing a very chill intro today. Nothing major happening whatsoever. In fact, I might just eat a potato. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do yet. I never do when I start live streams. They're not scripted out. Trey is in fact alive. Oh wow, we got people in already. Hello, how's it going, Cheese? How's it going, ET? And Durlock, hello. 3 people right off the bat. Good evening, everyone. My name is Trey, and you know that. Today we are eating potatoes, except I'm not, because I'm not hungry. I'm still getting things set over, and we got Demon in the chat as well. Hi, Demon. You lost experience? Don't feel bad, you'll gain it as time goes on. That's how it works. I'm over here at my bamboo farm that is overpowered, where I've been AFKing all day. So fun story, I loaded back in, this was not working, and it's all because of this guy right here. Somehow, a glow squid died in my system here. I don't think we're even really supposed to be low enough for glow squids, but it somehow died, either inside that little cave there, or it spawned here and died. And its ink sac got sucked into the hoppers, and it broke, because the auto-crafters craft the bamboo into bamboo blocks, and, well, bamboo and glow squid does nothing together, so, yeah. One singular dead glow squid broke my entire bamboo farm. You gotta go to the public Enderman farm, you get loads. Of bamboo? Oh, of experience, ha! Gotta go for work. Well, thank you so much for stopping by, Cheese. I appreciate you being here. I think you meant like chat experience, not game experience. So yeah, we're making some bamboo, making it a bamboo. I'm actually gonna reorder some things real quick. Give me just a moment. There we go. That's better. Gonna empty this out. We'll have that do that. Alright, let's head back to the house, because I think we'll have enough of this. Let's see if we can actually see any of it flying up the water stream, because it's always satisfying to watch that. There it goes. Yeah, it's going at a good rate. Look at him zoom up there, man. That's good. Now, I don't want to teleport back to the house, because even though it's still within range, I don't want to take any chance of messing up any of the bamboo, like, flowing through the water streams. So we're just gonna head up here. You have 41 hours on TikToks. Jesus. Hey, great, welcome aboard. Good to see you. Let's see, do you think I could borrow some fireworks? Like, just like the rockets, or the actual, like, fireworks with the explosions? If you just, oh, you just want firework rockets, like, to be able to fly? Yeah, I got you. Give me just a moment, Demon. I gotta get back to my base first and foremost. ET, welcome in, man. Good to see you. We'll be doing yours today, first live. Or, no, first on today's live, we will be drawing ET's profile picture. We're also going to put this glow squid in... We're going to rename this glow squid Destroyer of Bamboo. Of the... Yep, this one glow squid. He's earned his place. And let's drop down here. We're going to craft this up, then we're going to grab some rockets and bring them over to Demon. Now that we've cleared out some space. I actually don't have any rockets on me myself, so... How many stacks do you think you're going to need? ET messaged earlier on one of the YouTube chats and was like, you have a TikTok? I'm like, I have like 3 or 4 TikToks, to be honest. I just never use them. I probably should. It'd be smart of me to start using them. But it's like, it's a platform I don't use way too much, and like, just for myself, so It's like, I don't understand it as much as I do with YouTube. Alright, /TPA Jake from State Farm. No, not Jake from State Farm. Jake from 9019. You like my new profile picture? You drew it. Well, we'll have to check that out. Give me just a moment here. I can kind of make it out. It looks... There we go. Give him some stacks, just in case he needs some more. There we are. Alright guys, I'm pulling up Crate's new profile picture. Here we go. Let me pull up the display capture. Everyone else can see it. And you know what? I do like it. I think it's very neat. This is very in fitting with how it should be. It's very clean. I like it. Good job. No problem, Demon. That's a lot of random stuff to have. What are we doing at the world birder? What are we doing at the world birder, Jake? Jake, what are we doing at the world birder, Jake? Hello, Sports Center, welcome in. That's a lot more than I needed. Well, consider it just a tip for future endeavors. I need to clean out my firework rocket supply a little bit anyways. It's rare that I'm at the world birder. The world birder! You need some diamonds. Wow. So you came out here for diamonds? I'll tell you this. The way I always get my diamonds is I go down to Y-58 and I dig a one wide hole using the elytra and I just go straight. And make sure you're on a chunk border. You can tell you're on a chunk border if you do F3 and G on the keyboard. It'll bring up the chunk thing here. And you want to be right on this line right here on either side and you just go straight. That's how I get most of my diamonds. Because you'll find a lot of diamond veins like that. So I'm abusing the chunk reset feature? Possibly, yeah. I don't know. And do you like the mask I made, IRL? The one inside your channel banner? Yeah, it looks pretty cool. A village! Oh, and it's a taiga village. This is like one of my favorite villages, you guys. I love this place. I have no need to be here, but I love them. Let's see. Pumpkin pie! I don't need it, but cool. I wonder if someone else has been here already. I love the little water troughs. I just wish they actually had water in them. They never do. Tell you what I'm on the hunt for whenever I come to villages. Aha! Here it is. The bells. The bells, 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 bells. Bells of a random taiga village. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. I think it'd be interesting to try to make a mask of like my Minecraft character head. I think it's always interesting when you can create like something from your own character. And that one came out really well. I don't see anything else here that I want to loot. Weirdly, oh, they got these, but I don't have my shears. Hey, Burger Rocks. Welcome in. They got the floppy ears, though. The piggy with the floppy ears. Oh, look at that cave. That's cool. Oh, I love the shape of this, like the crack in the wall. With like the teeth hanging down from the dripstone. While I'm here, actually, we should probably get some dripstone. Might as well. Alright, let's turn that on. I should really get that dripstone farm up and running. Yeah, you're welcome to fly in through the cave, hunt for diamonds. I'm just after dripstone myself. Oh, careful not to fall in the dripstone from that height. That is instant death, and it might destroy your armor. It is if I make videos IRL with me in it. Oh, oh, so you're planning on making, like... Gotcha. Hey, fair enough. Keeping it on brand theme. That is always the most important part. If it was just fun to make, then it's always a good time. Even if you don't end up using it for videos and stuff, it's a great thing. I don't know if people can hear it in my voice or not, but I did literally just wake up like 10 minutes ago, so yeah. Well, not 10 minutes exactly, but it's been a little over 10 minutes. You found an ancient city? Can I add you on TikTok if you want? It's just Trey in the Night on there, or it should be, unless I'm still using the old moniker. It's been a while since I've checked it out. Because I have that, and then I have my comics one, so... I know I have an Instagram, Trey in the Night on Instagram, but again, I don't really use it much. It's like those platforms are really good, but they also, if you try to direct people to your YouTube, and they click off of your video to go to YouTube, then the algorithm on there no longer pushes your videos to anyone, and will actively try to hide your page. Because they want to keep people there, they don't want them going to YouTube, and since YouTube is my main platform, it's not always that beneficial. I would essentially have to create like a whole other following dedicated there and hope people somehow find their way over to my YouTube. Because if I try to plug it at all in there, then Instagram and TikTok would hide the videos. It becomes a whole thing. This is a lot of dripstone. If I was to clear this place out, I'd probably be set on dripstone for life. Because I doubt I'll ever use this much. I still want to set up a dripstone farm, because they're not particularly hard to do. It's literally just an observer hooked up to a piston, hooked up to a dripstone like that, and so whenever it grows down, it breaks it using the piston and it falls into a hopper. Super simple. I think honestly you'd probably want to set up 4 of those in one space, because every time it breaks then you get 1 full block of dripstone. But you can really like just keep copying out that same design and increase your production means by a lot. I'm going to make a short showing the mask from every angle. Oh nice. Shorts are fun to make. I will say upload the short from your phone, don't upload it from the computer. If you ever want your shorts to be viewed more, always upload them from your phone. And I will say a lot of the time, like art making stuff, if you do it, and like if you have any footage of you making the mask, throw that in there as well, and people will really want to like dive into it because it like builds interest in the project you're making. I should really record a time lapse sometimes of me drawing. I've been meaning to. I have a few drawings that I've done that I'm pretty happy with. I haven't made anything physically like sculpting or creating masks or anything like that in a long time though. Yeah, I do. Upload from your phone. Okay, awesome. Anyone know where I should sell my newspaper at? A boat? In the spawn lake. Or a airship. Can't sell and spawn. Says you. How much dripstone did I have? Let's get this up to 64 and then we're done. Jake, unfortunately I can't teleport just yet. Just a moment. I gotta get this to 64. You don't have any footage, but you're thinking of recording every time I make something now. Thanks for the tip. Of course. Hello! Or wallo, using made-up words. Fun fact, the word hello is a relatively recent word in the English language. I say relatively recently. It's only been around since, like, the late 1800s, early 1900s, and it was created specifically as a greeting for telephones, like when they were introduced, as a means to say something there. So much so that people genuinely, like, the older people and everything, kind of thought of it like how we think of 6-7 for the younger people now. Like, it was just this weird thing to say that people were just having fun with. And, yeah, so much so that the song Hello My Baby, Hello My Honey, Hello My Ragdoll Child is a song that just exists specifically to make fun of the word hello. Welcome to the Trey and the Night YouTube channel, where we learn random facts about history. I'm your host, Trey, and we've got enough dripstone for today. Get out of here. We're going to teleport to Jake. Jake, 9019. How you doing today, Micah? Ah, this is a pretty nice cave. Pretty large cave. I like it. Though the other cave was pretty cool, too. Flying through the mall of dripstones. There's a song made to mock the word hello. Yeah. Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragdoll child. Ooh, diamonds. You know what? Jake is awesome. He teleported me straight to diamonds. Thank you very much, Jake. After the last stream, I needed that. Doing pretty good. That's always good to hear. It'd be pretty crappy if you were doing pretty crappy. It's rare that I go caving. And this is just kind of on a whim. I'm not... Oh, hello. There we go. Skulk. Okay, very carefully. Let's clear this out. So that way you guys can actually hear. I always forget to turn my sounds back up. You never record your digital art process because it's interesting. Don't feel bad, so's mine. I tend to not really do much in the way of like, I use digital as a means to enhance my physical art. The only reason I've been doing digital art here, like on the streams, is because I haven't had the setup to be able to do it otherwise. Because, like, typically I like to draw. I like the feeling of pen and paper in my hand. And it's just something that drawing digitally never gives me. Technically, there are kind of ways around it you can get to. We're going to grab these because these are really good for farms. And I one day want to set up a skulk farm proper. But I also want these for redstone. But it's like you have to buy expensive tablets and stuff for that. And it's like, eh. Technically, I could probably put a piece of paper over mine, and it would still sense the, like, pen that I use, but it's not the same, you know? And a lot of the time when I'm drawing, it's, like, very much a just personal me thing. It's, like, I don't know in means of how to make it interesting and have fun with it at the same time sometimes. You just use a normal tablet for your digital art. That's what my cousin does. I have a literal, like, PC tablet thing. You like to use more layers than ever needed. Layers are the only benefit, guys. Layers are amazing. Never feel bad about using a million layers. It gives you... The more layers you have, the more control you have. And if you start adding clipping layers into the mix, oh boy, are you good. So never, ever feel bad about it. I had this teacher for digital art, essentially. And he was always like, layers are a godsend, because I've been doing this since 1962, since before Photoshop. And having to physically paint over everything constantly, oh boy, this is so much easier. He was a cool dude. His name was Fred. He's been working in the art scene since 1962. Since he was like 14. Though I will say, he has this weird loyalty to Max and to Adobe Photoshop, and I get it. Like, Adobe products are really good. They are the top of the line, really. But, oh boy, do they make some bad decisions. Let's see, that's why I'm up here. Is getting this stuff. Nice. Someone paid me to transport their panda, and it died, so I have to get loads of diamonds back. Oh no. That's why I'm here. I like to use more layers than even needed. All good. Like I said, layers are good. I like layers. I use them a lot myself. And sometimes I don't. Like, sometimes I forget to use layers. And things just get convoluted. But, that's just where more fun kicks in, you know? 20 diamonds is not a bad haul so far. Especially for something I wasn't even intending doing. Ooh, and we got a geode. At least for line art. Then 24 for drawing and rendering. Oh, there's one of the Shriekers nearby. Where are you, Shrieker? Where is it? I think I see it. Oh, come on. Another one nearby? We're not even in an ancient city. Okay, now that we got a bunch of these thingy dudes, the sensors... Oh, come on, Trey. That was an easy jump. What the heck? Okay, let's go inside of here and get ourselves some of the crystals. Careful not to break any of these ones. Ah, more diamonds. Lovely. Do you need silk touch for them? No. You just can only do the big ones. Noted. Alright, well, then there's no real reason to being in here. They don't have way too many... Ooh, here we go. Maybe this is a good enough one? Nope. Alright, well, let's get the calcite then. Calcite is a big find here. I love calcite. And this is basalt, right? Yeah, I don't really need the basalt. Thanks to Felix, we have a ton of basalt. Him and his basalt farm. You use ibis paint. I haven't used ibis, but I've heard good things about it. I took a bite out of geode. You took a bite out of a geode? Yikes. How'd it taste? I always thought geodes would have like, Ooh, yes, here we go, raw iron. That's a good one too. I love that. I always thought geodes would kind of taste like a sprinkle. I know they technically wouldn't. They would taste probably dirty, like literal dirt and stuff. But it's like something about the inside just makes me think, oh, this must taste like a sprinkle. It's weird how your brains will do that. It'll like correlate inanimate, or not inanimate, inedible objects with like edible food sometimes. Or at least mine does. You took a bite out of the geode in here. Trey, are you a pirate? I am a pirate. Yes. Although on stream, we're not really doing much piratey stuff right now. Hello, Dodge. Welcome in. Good evening. Sorry I was a bit late. I've been busy. Hey, you're all good, Dodge. Not really late at all. We've only been going for about 20 minutes, so... It's not like much has happened. We've just been kind of on an impromptu caving adventure with Jake here. How's your day treating you? Teton! Been a while since I've been to a stream. Oh, good, man. You know how pirates look for treasure? Always. Pirates are always looking for... Well, technically, real-life pirates did not really look for treasure. Some did. there was a lot of like myths and lores about, especially like in South America with like El Dorado and all this other stuff. So some pirates did in fact look for treasure. But for the most part, pirates existed specifically to steal from Spanish ships. Like the majority of pirates were French and British for a good while there, right? And they were at first called privateers. They were hired by the crown to specifically steal from Spanish ships to like claim that treasure for England and for like the Queen's treasury. And then they would get a piece of that back along with like glory and renown. But then after some of the hostilities died down, piracy kind of became its own thing because like they no longer needed privateers for it. So they started going into business for themselves and started stealing from everyone. So for the most part, they didn't really hunt treasure, they stole it. They were very much, we are going to attack your ship with everything we got. Sometimes we are either going to kill everyone aboard, sometimes we're going to let people go so that way they can spread myths and legends, but we really just want what's on board. And sometimes we'll recruit you guys, because some people who set out to sea would much rather be pirates than they would be employed by the crown. Hello there, Kirasink. Welcome aboard. We will be getting to drawing more subscriber profiles here in just a little bit. I wanted to get some of this done. Ooh, we are out of... We don't need that, we don't need that, we don't need that. What else do we need? There we go. I only want to pick up the whatever this white stuff is that I can't think of right now. Calcite. I said it a million times in the stream, and I can't think of it. Anyways, yeah, pirates are very neat in the sense that they weren't always good people. Sometimes, like, the worst pirates, the pirates I have the least amount of respect for, the ones who've gotten, like, a lot of renown and fame, were slaver pirates, who not only, like, stole from, like, crowns and stuff, but they would also steal people from other, like, lands and things, like, from Africa, and bring them over. They would get involved in the transatlantic slave trade. Or they would steal slaves from other ships, and rather than set them free or have them join their crew, they would sell them themselves. Those guys can suck it. They don't deserve the rank of pirate. What am I even talking about? Oh, so I have multiple streams that go on. I have 2 streams here. So we've got the main stream and we got the short stream. So sometimes you'll hear me refer to questions from both. Is Slushy online? He's not, so we can't blame Slushy. Alright. I think we have enough calcite now, right? Is that all of it? Okay, we got 45 here, and... got 64, 13. Tell you what, we're gonna get rid of the 13, and we're gonna get out of this. Somehow. How do we get out of here? Where did we even come in from? All else fails, dig your way out, I guess. Okay. Do I watch anime? Yeah, I'll watch anime. I don't watch every anime, but I watch a few. Mainly One Piece right now. And then I'm waiting a couple days to be able to watch the last episode of My Hero Academia. So I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, occasionally an anime will catch my interest and I'll watch it. I'm also waiting for like Season 2 of Mashal. And Season 4 of One Punch Man. But that's about it right now, in terms of anime for me. My brothers are more into it than I am. No way! We found a stronghold! Tell you what. Oh, good. Yes, I have broken the XP. Give me the XP from it. We got multi-shot, and we got cat. The good news is, this is an area that resets, so I don't have to feel bad about breaking that. Oh, My Hero Academia is ending soon? Well, it technically already ended. They're doing a prologue episode, which is set in the future. Well, it's not really set in the future. It's set after the ending of the show. So it's like in canonical time with the ending of the show, but it's it's in the future from when the rest of the series happened. So, One Punch Man! Jujutsu Kaisen is your favorite. I've heard Jujutsu Kaisen's pretty good. You can still blame Slushy. The server is in fear of him joining back and loading in the farms. True that, Whitetrim. True that. I try not to be too harsh on Slushy. Slushy is an incredibly, like, he builds too much for his own good sometimes. They're too overpowered. Really, I think we need to have, like, we need, like, a Geneva Convention, but we need it for specifically Redstone users right now. The Froob Convention of Redstone. The Redstone Accords or something. Alright, let's head back home. We walk away with 21 diamonds and a bunch of other stuff, so pretty good little haul there. You meant dungeon. Oh, yeah, not a stronghold. My bad. Alright, let's put all this stuff up. Imagine. Imagine what? Trey, I have a show I'll recommend called From. I do recommend if you like liminal space. I've heard of From. Redstorn, you mean? No, I'm a Redstorner. These guys are Redstoners. These are top tier level Redstoners. Like, their stuff they build, it works, and it works incredibly well, so much so that it will literally bring down the rest of the server with how well it works. But what I build is Redstorn. This all is Redstorn. It works, and that's good enough for me. Let's see, can I hit the hopper from here, I wonder? I can. If we put that all into there, that should just travel down, and once that gets here... Oh, look, the light is on! There we go! Nice. I love it when that happens. We also have the same with dripstone, but which type of dripstone? I don't remember. Alright, we're gonna make this one this type of dripstone. And this one here, the pointed dripstone. We fly back up because I haven't put the ladders in. I'm thinking of either doing a wind charge blast or just having ladders. Ladders might be easiest. You're a Redstorner? Yeah, welcome to the club. You don't recommend it if you don't like liminal spaces. I like liminal spaces. There's a whole game called Liminal that I really enjoyed playing a while back. Oops, I was talking to a friend and said imagine, and then pressed talk to type lol. All good. New sling unlocked. Redstorm. Yeah. Redstorm. It's Redstone, but it works. Oh, thanks, Obi. I appreciate it. Oh. I gave my little guy a little pompadour there. Gotta get all this stuff put away, and we also have more chests that we need to place. I think once we place these chests, or get this stuff put away, we're going to draw our first profile picture, and then we're going to get back to the storage system. I like to segment the streams if I can help it. I think it just helps them flow a little better. I have a skulk chest. Where is my skulk chest? Here it is. There we go. Is this the first raw iron block that I've got? No, it's not. Oh, Ninja Michael's back. I haven't seen him in a bit. I don't know where to put the blocks of amethyst, to be honest, you guys. I think I put them inside of this one, the nether blocks, just because it's, yeah, it's specialty. Along with, like, calcite. And we're going to keep the bamboo. Alright. Let's add this book inside of here, and then... Oh, you know what? Actually, we're going to take our books that we got. Or at least these two right here. Channeling and multi-shot, because I don't need them. And we're just going to add them to our bookshop, because I need to put some more in there anyways. Do I have any spare up here? No. I've been putting books inside the bookshop, and I also have Nacho's newspaper just put inside of here. I have a whole section in here dedicated to Nacho's newspaper right here. There we go. Filling that out. Let's go inside of our arrow shop, check on our Fletchers here. Guys, where are they? How did they... What? They shouldn't be able to leave here. Where did my Fletchers go? How did you get out? You shouldn't be able to get out. What? They had to have escaped from here, but how? Because it's mud, it's lower down. No. Oh, that's lame. But they're heading back upstairs. They're heading back upstairs. Oh, they're doing the thing. Or at least they're inside of here. I don't know. This should be fine for now. You're making a Minecraft ARG on a different channel. Oh, nice. I could do basic redstone. Anything more complicated than lights that turn on automatically at night? Yeah, no. I feel it. Let's see here. I fiendish the game. I can't really play it until I manage to get a specific Fletcher villager. But like, want to see it? Yeah, I want to see it. You finished a game. Let's check this out. /TPA Whiteroom. Wait. It's not Whiteroom. Oh no. Oh, it's wire. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is like proper backroomsy weird. Oh, I love this. These are the coolest blinds I have ever seen, ever, in Minecraft. Holy crap, Whiteroom. Not Whiteroom. This is amazing. Look at this. They're even lit. Bro, this is... Oh, my brain is breaking right now because that is so well done. It's so simple. It's just a little bit of map art there. But look at it. That is an example of how map art can really be used to enhance builds. Because this is the greatest set of blinds I have ever seen. Ever. Like, this is perfect, man. Oh, and look, just the subtle gradient from here to here really sells it. So what is this game about? Yeah, this is vanilla Minecraft. It's map art. Records? You have a record room? Oh, not record shop. It's not like record players. It's... I also love being able to move around really quickly. Ooh, music playing too. Got a little TV. The finance department? Ooh, finance. E. Brings back some memories. Ooh, HR. Even more memories. E. Ladies' room and a men's room. Very well done. Ooh, I like the stalls. I will say, there is an issue with these stalls. They don't close. There's not a lot of privacy. It's Dead by Daylight type of game. 1 killer versus 3 survivors who try to do tasks and escape. So it's like Among Us. How are you going to get the killer in here? You said it was a villager? Like, is this a single player, or are there multiple people that will be playing this game? Oh, thank you so much! This is amazing! Guys, this is one of the coolest, like even in non-context as blinds, there's so many applications you can use this for, but just using it for blinds was, like, so cool. That's a really cool map art. The killer is also a player. Ah! Okay, so this is a multiplayer game. This is going to be cool to see. Let's see. Sorry, guys, I haven't been checking chat. Here we go. That should actually be a backrooms level. 35 blocks of diamonds in 2 hours. That's not bad. From 2 caves. Again, not bad. I'm excited to see this place when it's done. Like, I know you said you finished the build, but I mean when you get it ready to play and everything. I'll be, like, I want to be one of the first players if I'm online. I love Among Us. It's one of those games I've had a lot of fun with over time. I assume no gear can be used. Cooldown, arrows, killer only. security. So, can you give us an example of tasks that you'll have to do? Oh no, wait, Among Us. Among Us. Well, all tasks are basically stand on the pressure plate. It'll give you a paper. You need to bring it to a specific room. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. Fair enough. This is what happens when you combine Among Us and the back rooms. This just reminds me of my day-to-day life when I was working a corporate job. Except there were more plants. Do you have any plants in here? He does! Yeah, they would just have plants like this. This is genuinely a perfect, perfect office area. This is so good. I look forward to playing this game. Where are we? Is this in the Adventure Hub or is this somewhere else? It's only Among Us in the way that all players are anonymous. So the killer is looking for the survivors. Yeah. The hub, yeah. Okay, cool. So we can come back here and play this game. I'm excited. Man, you're building some of the coolest stuff, dude. Seriously. So cool. Big round of applause in the chats for him. Welcome back, Hellcat. We've been looking at Whiterum's new game here. Also, I've come to realize I've been mispronouncing Whiterum's name the entire time that I've known this guy, and I feel like I'm too far into it now to stop. So he is forever Whiterum to me. Though if you would like, you can let me know the pronunciation and I will try to correct it. Takes half a year to come up with them. Well, no, this is really cool. I love the monotonous lighting, all the white and the grays around the place. It's so good. Clap, 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 clap. Funny meme. Okay, let's head back. We'll definitely be keeping an up-to-date record of this game. I'm excited for it. We're gonna pop into our actual base over here real quick, just so we're safe and ready for the next section, and then we're gonna load up the first picture of today, which is going to be crates requested to teleport to me. Hello, Obi. What's up? What's this? Oh, a ton of books. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. That helps to fill out the lore. How long did that even take to make that? Whiterum said he's been spending about half a year working on each game, idea and stuff, so I'm guessing he's been building that for at least a couple months, maybe. Whiterum, how long have you been building that specific game? If you know. Ooh, and we got a lore. The Frame of Definition. The Frame of Definition, written by Sir Obi. 100 pages. Oh, wow. This is literally just 100 pages of... Well, you know what? This is pretty much a library as well, so this is awesome. I'm excited to add that to my lore section. Trey, can you send me mine on Discord? Sure, sure. Takes a few weeks to build everything, just then head empty of ideas for half a year. Gotcha. You should build a pirate-themed roller coaster. I used to actually make roller coasters, 2011 to 2013. I was a big fan of using minecarts and stuff to make roller coasters. I did all kinds of things with them. I don't think I'll build one on the server themed around it, just because I am working on the adventure map. It's like, I don't have any ideas for a pirate themed roller coaster that I could make interesting myself. But if you end up building one, I'd love to see it. It's pretty cool. Alright, we're gonna crack on now. No more distractions. Head down here. Whee! We're gonna place this here in case Sir Obi wants it back. I say we stand right here, right in the middle. I'm going to load up my thing. So here on the main stream, you guys will see me loading up the actual profile, subscriber stuff. So where's the template? Here we go. And then we're gonna bring up our good friend here, ET's profile picture. Now, ET is a cat, and we've tried to draw ET before on stream, and it did not go well. Let me turn on our display capture here. Pull over my lovely little tablet. I am using my small tablet, not my large one that I typically use. And we are going to try to do this. So I'm going to bring his up so you guys can see in case you don't know. I'm actually currently building an abandoned roller coaster. Ooh, that's going to be cool to see. Is it one you can still ride, or is it just like a broken down one, like for lore? Alright, so here is E.T. He's a cat with a netherite helmet. Okay, you know what? That actually kind of makes it probably a little bit easier to build, weirdly. So, yeah, I'm okay with that. You can ride it. Awesome. Okay, guys, if I'm not responding to chats real quick, please forgive me. I'm going to be focusing a little bit on the line art here. And I only have so much room on my screen. You know what? I could actually probably just bring it over here. I don't know why I didn't do that in the last few. So now I can see everything again. Here we go. So he is a cat. We're going to try to get the cat shape done. And we're going to do this part first. We don't need to worry about the ears. He's got kind of an open mouth. Like that. Nope, that is... No! Oh, I was happy with the overall face shape. Oh, wow. Dang it. We'll do that. Get his little tongue sticking out there like this. No, tongue. He's got whiskers that kind of go like that. Alright, tell you what, we'll wait to add the whiskers. We're going to do the eye now, so the eye is like... like that. And then, of course, he's got little eyebrows. There's that going on. And then he's got the netherite helmet. So let's, like this. Take a little bit of creative liberty. Like that, and then he's got a little ear poking out like that. We'll do one on each side, like that. Okay, that's wrong. We got the eraser up. Let's see, I'll be back, but I'm going to leave for a bit. All good. Thanks for stopping by. Like that. Okay, he's got that, and then we got his little cat body here. And it's kind of got an outstretched arm like this. And then kind of sits on like that. Okay. And then he's got Totem of Undying. Like that. Totems have a gigantic nose, so I really want to capture the nose. Like that. Just a little bit going in like this. And then the eyes. They technically have eyebrows, so I'm just going to give it an eyebrow like that. There we go. And then he's got an axe, so we are going to go like this. Give it a nice axe shape. Like that, maybe. There we go. That's a good enough little axe. And then let's just give the impression that he's got his arm down this way. And this is it. This is how we're doing so far. What do you guys think? You know what? This is a much better attempt than our first time with him. And then, of course, because he is a cat, he needs his little whiskers, so... Again, we'll probably just wait to do that till we get it colored in. Actually, that would make more sense. Because they're kind of like a white color anyways. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's do this. Just give the impression. Yeah, there we go. First things first, we're going to get the gray color in. So he's like a bit of a grayish cat here. And it's okay to get the eyes and stuff done because we'll cover it up anyways. We're going to build off of this layer. See, guys, we're using layers! The greatest invention to art ever. Since maybe the pencil. Actually, the pen is a pretty good tool, too. I think the pen is probably one of the greatest things we as a human species have ever created that people just kind of take for granted, because once the pen was introduced, the amount of people who was able to not only like read but actually be able to write because of how cheap it was and everything drastically increased. It went up by like 800% in the span of like 50 years since it was made. So much so that I don't think the modern world would be what it is without the pen. The simple just ball pen, like ballpoint pen. Changed the world, man. Okay, this is a really weird cat so far. We're going to add a little bit of like darker kind of gray stripes and see where we can do it. So there's some that come here, like that. Some that come on this side, around the eyebrow, a little bit around here. Try to even it up a bit. And then he's got stripes all along here. Draw this part in correctly. His ears. And he's got a little bit of white, so like a little gray, beigeier white like this. Around the nose. And a little bit around the eye. There's that. Okay. Let's add the kind of gray pink for the nose. There we go. And let's keep it a little bit inside. Now let's add a little bit darker right here. Just to give it the impression of depth a little bit of the nostrils. And now we're going to do solid black for the eyes with a little bit of highlight. In brown. Bit of brown, so where's our brown? A little bit of brown here. A little bit of black again. And just a little hint of white. There's that. Perfect. And now we want dark black for the inside of the mouth, outside of the tongue. We're not showing any of the teeth in this photo. There's that. We'll do the tongue now. Why does this remind me of Leonidas from 300? This image reminds you of Leonidas from 300. You know what? I don't see it, but fair enough to you. And if you figure out why it does, I am very curious to know myself. Fun fact about the movie 300. It is based off a comic series, which is by Frank Miller, who is one of the weirdest comic artists of all time, because he has made some very influential comics, including one of my all-time favorite runs, Daredevil Born Again from like the 80s. Completely redefined the character of Daredevil, right? Made him Catholic, which, I mean, they kind of hinted at before, but it wasn't really like drawn out, so that explained a lot of like his guilt and a lot of his like moral stance, because before he was just, you know, a genuinely good guy. Introduced Stick, introduced Elektra, introduced the Hand, all this stuff, right? Great run, really great. Sees Matt struggle with being Matt Murdock after his life has imploded and trying to just be Daredevil, but then not even being able to be Daredevil because Wilson Fisk, who figured out who Daredevil was, like, has taken that from him too. And it's such a masterpiece of writing, except for poor Karen Page. I much more prefer the live-action version of Karen Page than I do the actual comic version, because the actual comic version of Karen, like, she wanted to be an actor, which is great, but then they didn't know what to do with her, so they made her a drug addict and let her get abused a lot, to the point where she ended up selling out Daredevil's secret identity to people who sold it to Wilson Fisk. So that part always sucks, like when they can't figure out what to do with like a female character, so they just like kind of write her off, or in comic terms, as it's called, they refrigerate her, which comes from this one comic series called Green Lantern, where this guy Kyle Rayner had a lovely girlfriend. She was amazing, and then a villain killed her and stuffed her body into a refrigerator for him to find. And there was no like point other than just enhancing Kyle's story, and so it's become its own thing. I know a lot about comics. I have a whole channel called Trey Into Comics, you guys. Comics are like one of my all-time favorite things. Now we're going to do purple for the axe itself. Come in with a bit of a darker color on the edge. Try to give it a little bit more. Like that. And then we're going to bring brown into the mix. We want like kind of a darkened brown. Like that. Yeah, anytime a female character gets killed off or something tragic happens to her. Another example is Barbara Gordon becoming Oracle in the comics. She was Batgirl, and then they decided to just kind of have the Joker shoot her to enhance not necessarily Batman's story. I mean, it was, but more so against Jim Gordon and things. And originally, it wasn't going to stick. It was just supposed to be like an Elseworld story, but they ended up making it canon to the DC universe as a whole, and ever since then, Barbara Gordon's been both Oracle and Batgirl, and it's been one of those defining moments in her character's story. Let's try to get this part done. Dang it. Tell you what we can do. Let's just, like that. I always forget about the paint bucket, but it's so handy to have, especially when you're doing things like this, little touch-ups like that. Perfect. Now let's add a little bit of brighter highlights to it, the edges. Okay, there's that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually kind of blur this a little bit using a Garrison blur. Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing with the axe down here. First, I'm going to merge these layers, then I'm going to Garrison blur. Edit, filter, Garrison blur. Just to kind of give it a little bit more cohesion there. And now we're going to go below this entire drawing and we're going to give it a background. And I think there's not way too much to use there, so we're actually going to use kind of a mix between a green gradient. But first we're going to do like a silver background. Here we go. Now we're going to go for this one. So we're going to put it like this, that. And then we are going to come in with green, and we're going to paint the background here using the paintbrush. Okay, we're going to have to use full big brush mode. And now we're going to change this to... Divide looks alright. I kind of like the purple there. It ties into the rest of it, but I want it to be not like that. Where is it? Where's add? No. Multiply, maybe? Multiply looks pretty good. I like it. And then I want to just top this entire thing off by having a little layer of white be the outline. Or maybe we can paint. We can get a little bit of highlight in here with some white. There we go. Something kind of like that. And then bring down the opacity a little bit. Maybe? No. That just looks dumb. No, I had sushi for lunch. Or for dinner last night. I don't crave sushi right now. Random ad. Oh, I totally forgot. We need to actually add the whiskers in. He looks really weird without the whiskers right now. Okay, we're going to do this above the line art here. Going to go for very thin. And a cool thing about digital art is the whole pressure system, which you can also do in, like, regular. But if I press big there and then slowly ease off the pressure a bit. There's that. You know, honestly, I don't actually like the green very much. There. Okay, we're gonna just actually keep the purple. So here we go, guys. This is gonna be all we're doing for ETs. ET, thank you so much for sticking around, man. I greatly appreciate it. And this is probably the best time I'm gonna get yours done like this. Or not best time, but best way I'm gonna get yours done for now. Nope, we don't want to do that. Cancel that. Let's save it here. Export, JPEG, 100 so they can keep all the glory. ECT, or ETET. MC. There we go. Perfect. Let's head back into the game. Let me turn off my display capture here. Oh, hello, Obi. So it's been you who's been knocking around my base this entire time. Let's move that. I don't want to... How's it going? That is a feature I always forget about. That is so cool. Alright, got an enchanted golden apple before you got a stack of diamond blocks. Nice. A tip, when using the paint bucket, it is do it on a new layer so the white doesn't stick out so much. I appreciate it. Hello, fundraiser. Welcome in, man. Sorry, I'm just now getting to your chat. I was busy drawing. Alright, we have been making a little bit of improvements here and there. I wonder if you guys can tell a slight difference in quality of the video or not, because I have kind of upped my resolution size to 4K, and then I am downscaling it to 1080p, so I'm keeping much more detail in the image, but like keeping it the same resolution. So I'm hoping you can kind of tell a difference. Your video is darker. Well, it's darker because I don't have my thing on. I can turn this on and it'll be fine, but I tend to, you know, sometimes keep it dark. Just because when you add the light to it, it really drowns out some of the detail that you get from shadow. So you can kind of see, it makes the video look a little bit, just a little bit, eh. I'm going to make a short on the paint bucket tip I told you. Oh, that'd be good. One thing that's really great is like tutorial content. People love that. So that is definitely a good thing to do, especially if you're wanting to make a lot more like art related content. Go for it, because that's an awesome thing to do. Fire Alpaca's like paint bucket tool tends to be a little bizarre. Like, Fire Alpaca in of itself is, it's fairly decent, you know? I'd say I'm coming at it from more of like a Photoshop standpoint, because that's what I know. That's what I was trained in. But since I can't really afford Photoshop right now, because they've raised their prices way too friggin' much, I've been using other programs to do stuff, and Fire Alpaca is just the one that I found. Technically, there's also GIMP, but GIMP has like a weird kind of like non-user-friendly GUI for me, to be honest. You figured out the trick all by yourself. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, you know, just sitting there and playing around, seeing what works for you. And now you want to share it with others. Whee! Alright, do I have more chest inside of here? I'm always checking this one first now. Just on the off chance that I do. Look, the bamboo is still flowing in through here. This is awesome to see. This is why I have the water streams here. I love watching the items flow. That's why I don't just have hoppers everywhere. Yeah, we're doing good now, baby. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that should be a stack of chests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that should be plenty for this round, but we'll also need a lot of hoppers for this. So there we go. Sir Obi's just sitting here, sitting on my shulker box, staring at the potatoes super intently. My channel is mostly about art of my original character and Minecraft. Fair enough. Ever sit? He's just watching the stream and watching potatoes. He is my officially designated potato man. I'm going to give him the official title of Lord Protector of the Potatoes. Yikes. Poor Nacho. That's some bad ping there. Is this going to be enough chests? Actually, probably. Yeah, it is. Good. No! Eh. Put that there, that there. Perfect. I don't make Minecraft content yet. I'm not quite ready to. All good, there's no rush. Honestly, speaking as someone who, like, I've given myself, I want to try as much as I can to be able to put out an episode a week. Unfortunately, with the episode that I'm currently working on, there's loads of things that are happening in it that if I just spent 1 week on it, like I tried to last week, it was not going to turn out well. And I really want this video to turn out well. So I've got a lot of cinematics going into this one. I've got a lot of kind of narrative storytelling in it that I'm working on. So always take as much time as you want and as you can with your art, and don't feel rushed. because otherwise it's going to be, you know, a it's going to be a less good thing. Yep, less good. That's English. Yeah, but you would like to make Minecraft content. It's fun. Minecraft content it's one of those games where it is very much an art form in of itself. And that's what I always find cool about it. We need a lot of hoppers that are going to go up, and then we've got to dig out this section a little bit more for the redstone itself. Hello, Jake. He can fly, he can fly, he can fly. I thought he was holding a spear for a second. But it was just a shovel. What's up? That's a lot of eggs. An egg box from Jake. Where did you get so many eggs? These are indeed eggs. This is more than a dozen eggs. This is more than like, take it, you want me to... I mean, I don't know what I'm going to use all the eggs for. I do throw random parties, so I suppose they're useful for cake. Thanks. Let's see, your mom won't let you get a personal laptop, so that's a big disadvantage. Well, you know what? It is and it isn't. I'll say this, having a parent who genuinely does care about the content that you are viewing or playing can be a really good thing. Like, sometimes over-parenting is not necessarily a good thing. There's a lot of, like, case studies out there that show that sometimes over-parenting can lead to, like, tons of different stuff in the future. But, for the most part, because I don't know, like, your parent's situation, I do think it's a good thing that parents are genuinely caring about what type of content and stuff that their kids are viewing and playing, because, like, when I was growing up, right, the internet was a completely different place than it is now. It was. My parents really did, like, monitor what I was watching, but for the most part, like, when I was growing up, I didn't even have the internet for a long time, so they also didn't really worry way too much. Nowadays, there's so much stuff out there that kids are being exposed to so much stuff that they really should not be right off the bat, especially like iPads, all this stuff, because they're chronically online, you know. I don't know, it's weird. It's a little bit of a rant, but it can be a good thing, and it can also be a bad thing. Much is the way with anything in life. But I would say, as long as, like, you know, it's not born out of a place of control and more so a place of love, then it's fine. I think there's only been one time in my life that I remember where my mom, like, I went and I was telling her about a video and stuff that I watched, and she was like, what? And that was Psy's Gangnam Style from 2012, because I had misheard a lyric to the song. And the lyric that I was singing was actually something that was rather adult. I'm not going to repeat it here right now. But, yeah. So she was like, what now? I think that's the only time that I can think of where that is played into effect. And she was probably like, okay, maybe we should monitor what you're doing. She never did, though. For the most part, there was just this level of trust. You're in grade 10. Well, that kind of changes things a little bit. I mean, you got 2 years left of high school. Don't get me wrong, you're still a child. But, you know, you're a lot more into the phase of, okay, I'm starting to understand things. You don't have privileges that other teens get, so I really feel left out. You know what? I have a slightly similar thing. I didn't have a phone until I turned 16. Well, technically 15, because I bought myself a phone. But everyone else had already had, like, phones and iPads and stuff at that point, and I did not. So I kind of get that there. Like a slightly similar thing from that. But, yeah. I mean, 10th grade is a little bit... I mean, you've got 2 years left of high school. Maybe you should be allowed to have your own computer. It's something to discuss with your parents if you haven't already. But, yeah. I mean, heck, I got my my first laptop when I was 15, because I bought some stuff to fix it up. It was my stepdad's old laptop, and that's really when I started making Minecraft content. That was in like 9th grade. Technically it was 8th grade, but it was like 8th and 9th grade, because it was like in the span of like a month. So, you will protect the potatoes. Yes, Lord Protector of the potatoes. Sir, Obi. I doth decree he is officially the Lord of potatoes in all of Frubland. Let's see. This part is going so much smoother than the other silo did. Lord or potatoes. It's French. It's French. Oui. Oh, oui. It's French for of. Oui, oui. I'm still out of... Wow. You're not saying you're actually... Yeah, you don't have to. I wouldn't want you to do that anyways. There's a level of privacy online that I tend to like to invoke for everyone, you know? But I can guess the age range, you know, because it's... I was there myself years ago, years and years. It's weird right now because I'm having a lot more people who are like in their teens and younger who are watching my content, meaning I'm kind of having to switch how I handle content a little bit, because for the most part my channel since about 2017 has been very much I play whatever games I want. Sometimes they're very adult themed. There's a lot of swearing. I mean, I don't necessarily swear way too much in my own videos, but I do. Now I'm starting to try to think of it a bit more as like an all ages thing, to where like anyone can necessarily watch. And it's a weird mind shift switch that I had, because originally that's how like my channel had technically started, because like I myself was a kid, so I couldn't like do a bunch of stuff without getting in trouble, yada yada. But then when I started to become like a teenager to my early adults, I was like, okay, I'm breaking out of that. I don't want to be involved in that. I'm going to swear, I'm going to be edgy, I'm going to do all this, because this is like my style of humor at the time, and all this other stuff. Now it's more so, I like making this stuff. This is very much like a lot of people are coming in who are younger. I've got a lot of people my own age and above watching as well. So there's no real benefit to like swearing or talking about more mature themes. And if we do, it's like, keep it in moderation, you know? Because like, there's so much more people watching, so now it's like there's a little bit more of a level of responsibility with it than what I had before. All these parental settings she has on my iPad and iPhone, just, yeah. I understand for someone who is not in high school yet, but yeah. Well, I'm sure you've talked with them in the past. If not, I would say just talk to them, be like, hey, I'm getting to an age where I'm a lot older now. I think I can be trusted with a lot more responsibility. Let me prove it to you. Like, give me a chance here, because I'm starting to feel left out from everyone else in my age range, and I don't want to miss any opportunities that might present themselves and regret it later. That's how I would handle it. But of course, I don't know your situation. I don't know your parents. So, however the relationship works for you guys, I just wish you best of luck. Alright, you don't. That's unfortunate. Yo, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even see you there, Trap. That's my mistake, man. I was so focused on a tangent. I apologize. That happens a lot here. How's it going, Trap? Do I remember you? I remember everyone, Trap. I remember every single person. Let's see, Jake. Potatoes look good. Thank you, Obi. Obi, you are doing a fantastic job. How's it going, Jake? Your mom is so stubborn. Need more eggs? No, thank you. But maybe you can sell them. Or go prank. No, don't do that. Don't prank. We're not going to do an egg prank. Maybe you can sell them. There we go. Yeah, I'm at that stage in my channel where even though I do have like an insane, like it is kind of an insane number, like 840 people is insane, like barely anyone like in their day-to-day life knows that many people, right? It's still small enough that the community of people who are coming in and coming out and all this stuff that I'm able to just kind of keep track of and remember, because there's a lot of people who are viewing who never really interact as much. So those who do, I tend to like remember a lot more. Martha! Welcome back! Good to see Martha again. So I think that's one benefit of still being a smaller creator, is I'm able to kind of keep that vibe of community going. Okay, we need a couple more hoppers because we're going to start the next line up. So we need the line that's coming from up here and the line from here, and then we're going to draw the next profile picture. Ah. I'm sure they do. Like, it's hard to explain. You start to really realize, especially as you get older, like past your teens and things, parents do oftentimes tend to listen, but they also kind of tend to base like their experiences with their child off the experiences they had as a kid. So if your parent thinks that they wouldn't have felt safe like when they were a kid doing that type of stuff, they might kind of push that off to you. And as you get older, you start to really kind of learn that all we are is like shared and learned experiences from like those who came before us and the things that we learn and do. So why don't you start playing Donut SMP? Mostly because I like Free World. It's just kind of, it's fun. It's a community I like. I've checked out Donut SMP. There's a lot of like emphasis on like a currency system and all that, and it's like I already spend so much time worrying about money in my day-to-day life that it's not as appealing to me. But I'm happy for other people to enjoy it, you know? It's like I can see the appeal for a lot of people. Just for me, it's like, you know? Okay, so it's not this one, it's this one up that we go like this. Chief is in. Oh, God. The chief has joined. Welcome back, Red Man. Ooh, that's not accurate. Oh, I've lost that. That's going to be that. Could you, Sir Obi, protector of the potatoes, could you do me a favor and grab the hopper that's directly below me underneath the bottom chest here? Like inside the bottom chest here, there should be a hopper. Should be inside the chest. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Like when you're a kid, it's like there's this inherent joy to money and making money. But like as you get an adult and you're responsible for like so much finances that it can literally become crippling, especially in your early 20s when you don't have a whole lot of infrastructure set up, or you're someone like me who tried to go into the artistic field. It's like, he's bored. Oh no. It really starts to change the way you view that type of scenario. So I tend to not focus too much on money. That's why I don't really build many shops. Like I've got one shop and that's it. I don't care too much about necessarily trying to sell items to make money. I tend to go mine to make the most of mine. I just did it more so for the vibe, really. Not at all. That's one of the things about live streams. You really do get to like sit there and talk to your audience, and people are going through stuff, and sometimes, you know, talking about it really helps. Sometimes you need a stranger to talk to, you know. Like, be careful, of course. But people removed from the situation can give different types of opinions, essentially. So always be on the cautious side when talking to someone, but at the same time, you know, it's a good thing. Have I done this right? I don't think I have. Have I? No, I have not. Have I? No. Yes? Okay, I have. I have. Good. Okay. Just double checking there because my brain broke. But no, you're totally fine. Bringing it up. Do you really listen to your parents when they're not letting you know it's probably going to be a success? The best advisor will always be yourself. I mean, it can depend. Again, like listening to those around you, you can learn a lot from them. But only if you're ever like open to it, you know? Have you seen my new skin I've been working on? I have not. At the end of the day, any information you're given, it's always up to you to sort through and decide which best applies to your situation. But it's like Wednesday Addams-esque. I like the plaid pajama pants. It's pretty nice. Is anyone interested in a copy of the first issue? I already have it. What am I doing? You've been chosen randomly for a gift, yada yada. No, no egg gifts. We're done with eggs here. Okay. I need that, and I need comparators. Where are all my comparators? We're gonna have to dig out this entire wall a couple blocks back. There we go. Let's see. I'm sorry, it's just, oh my gosh, I easily feel like I need to say sorry. Hey, so do I. Fun fact, I used to work with this lady. Not gonna say her real name, for privacy reasons. She was really, really nice, but we had the same issue. Both of us, just existing and standing around each other, would apologize for being in the other's way, despite the fact we were both doing our job and both not in each other's way. So it became this constant game of which one of us would say the most amount of sorries. And we weren't even trying. It was just something that's like baked into our brains at that point to apologize for our own existence. And, oh man, it is one of those weirdest things like you gotta get out of your head. It is so difficult to do, but you got to at some point. And even still, like that being said, I still struggle with it occasionally. But for the most part, I've gotten a lot better, especially as I've taken time to really, like, look into myself and things. And no longer just apologizing for my bare existence. Now I just scream at it at my car mirror. But no, seriously. Your mom absolutely hates sorry. Well, she probably doesn't hate sorry, more so she doesn't want you to feel like you need to apologize for just existing. Either that, or your mom, like, you may... Okay. If you haven't seen, like, a therapist or anything, I recommend doing it. Just trying to understand your own mind is always really important. And there's a lot of stigmatisms, stigmatisms around it. But it's a really good thing. And it's possible you and your mom might have a different type of, like, neural processing, like, side of things. Like, one of you might be neurodivergent, the other might not. But chances are, she might also just be trying to make you feel like you don't have to. No, she gets angry. Oh, that's a different story then. Huh. Yeah, I would say definitely consult a therapist about that then, because it's possible she's either on a different, like, wavelength than you, which can happen. I mean, me and my parents, we share the same kind of wavelength in terms of, like, brain pattern and things. So, it's a lot easier for us to understand each other. But sometimes that's not always the case. And definitely some parents are not prepared for that. But there are resources out there that can help you kind of like learn to manage that and learn from, like, help them learn how to not get angry at you for it. Because getting angry is a little rough there, buddy. A little rough. And I will say, of course, I'm not a trained therapist or anything, so I can't give you way too much more advice than that, but, yeah, hopefully everything works out. Oh, you go to therapy, and your therapist isn't good, but your mom won't let you change it. No, vent away, man. Vent away. It's a safe space, this channel. I've only ever done like a few therapy sessions, mostly because of financial reasons. But I've been lucky with the therapist I did have. They were fairly nice. I will say there's a lot when it comes to therapy. Sometimes it's possible that the reason you can't change your therapist is because there might not be another therapist within your medical network. Like if you are using like a medical card and stuff, because a lot of the time, especially, well, if you're American, I don't know if you're American or not. Given that you said 10th grade, you probably are. But yeah, a lot of the time with like the medical industry and stuff, especially therapists, like there's a lot of the time therapists in your area who are just not in the same network. And so it's kind of impossible to use them without costing way too much. The potatoes! Who? No, the potatoes! Who will protect them now? Wire is killing your egg gift? No. Whenever you say sorry. Oh, you're Canadian. Oh, that's a completely different story then. You get free healthcare. What the heck? Tell your mom, hey, I want to change my therapist, man. We get free healthcare here. I love Canada. I cannot wait to go back. I was supposed to go back this year. And I might still. I don't know. I might do it myself. Probably not. I may wait till next year. I've already been on one massive vacation this year. Don't know if I can afford another. I think about Canada every single day since I left it, pretty much. There was just this one moment of overwhelming calm, which was like the most calm I've ever had in my life. And I was swimming in Lake Huron over, I was over in, I believe, Sarnia is part of Ontario, right? Let's see, what area of... So Sarnia is southwestern Ontario. So I was in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and I was swimming in Lake Huron, and it was just the most peaceful I think I've felt in years. It was so fun to just sit there. Even though the water was like really cold, it did not matter to me. Okay. I wish I could say that this was enough space to be able to do the redstone, but it is not yet. Oh. A little bit of lag there. Slushy, where are you at? Why are you causing lag when you're not online? How dare you? Let's see. I'm in the UK and we get free healthcare here as well, yet barely anyone uses it. You can infer yourself. On our end, like there's a lot when it comes to the United States. Nacho's requested teleport to me. Hi, Nacho. Oh, no. Hi. Hello. Always blame Slushy. Yes, indeed. But yeah, the United States healthcare system has a lot of work that it needs to go through because we let our own people die, like, all the time just because it's more financially beneficial to a bunch of billionaires for them to die than to actually help them out. Even though we pay a lot in taxes to do it. What you doing? Building a sorter. I used to have... Oh, hello. We've got a good skeleton here. Hello, good sir skeleton. Have you seen any zombies with arrows? There's a zombie in here. Watch out, skeleton. I will find him. I will never let this bit die, I swear. Can I help at all? I mean, where did he go? Oh, there you are. Sure, yeah, sure. Wanna... The floor? Want to help design the floor? I want the floor to transition from this to this. And here. Nacho's pretty good with floors, so... Any materials you need? Let's bring them here. So anyways, gotta go eat supper. See ya. Thanks for stopping by, Crate. You have a wonderful day, man. We'll see you in the next one. I think I understand, because she has to pay like $100 just for me alone every time, but now she doesn't have to anymore, because she finally paid the full amount. Ooh. Nacho, careful. He's trying to give you eggs. He is the egg man. He is the egg man. Cuckoo, cachoo. None of you are going to get that, and I don't know whether to feel sad or just sigh at the fact. I mean, granted, it is an old reference, but it is one of my favorite songs by them. This band called the Beatles. They have a song called The Walrus, and one of the lyrics is, "I am the Eggman, cuckoo, cachoo," or "I am the Eggman, we are the Eggman, I am the Walrus, cuckoo, cachoo." It's a nonsense song. They made it purposefully to be nonsensical because everyone was taking so much meaning into their songs that wasn't like originally intended there. So they decided to have fun with it and just make a completely nonsensical song. And yet people are still looking for meaning. And I guess the Beatles kind of missed the point with it, which is people always look for meaning in art and artists that they like. There's a lot of people who don't. Like, I mean, you know, they're a band from the 60s. They're very popular, even by now's standards, you know. They've sold so many copies of music and stuff. But there's a lot of people who don't know about them. Because, you know, I mean, they're kids. Why would they? Unless it's been, like, you know, shown to them by their parents or by some of the media they've consumed. They wouldn't really. Like, the worst part is when I make references from stuff, like, that's, like, barely 20 years old. And some people don't get it. It's like, oh. We've been going for an hour, and we're only at 70 views on the short stream, but what if I just placed a bunch of eggs in front of Silver? Shop, do it. As long as... Just place the eggs there. Make an egg shulker, like an egg out of shulkers filled with eggs in front of their shop. So that way, you know, it's easy to break, it's easy to remove and stuff, but they're like, why would you have done this? Those are always the best pranks. The ones that can easily be removed, but are just fun. Like, they don't have way too much of a sense of, why would you do this? It's just, oh, because I could. I have an idea for the floor. Nacho is a very inventive designer for interiors, I will say. She's done a really great job with a lot of it. I think I need at least one more layer back. I'm gonna have to light all this stuff up. A little bit of lag there. Slushy, are you online? By the way, if you guys didn't know, Slushy also has a YouTube channel, Major Slushy. Feel free to check it out. I think he mostly focuses on short-form content at the moment. Mormon? No, not the Mormon. The moment. There we go. You got 3 shulkers, lol. To be fair, quite often artists put meaning without meaning to. That is true. But that's kind of more so, like, the whole, like, beauty in the eye of the beholder kind of standpoint, where you will, like, someone doesn't necessarily mean, like, one thing, but you yourself take it to mean a different thing. Like, There's this great YouTuber. His name is the Stupendium, and he makes a lot of like rap and other types of music based off video games, TV shows, that type of stuff, right? And he has one song which is about Fall Guys, the game. And there's a lyric there which really resonated with me when I first heard the song, which is, "All we've ever known is being on TV." And at the time, I was dealing with a lot of, like, I don't know how to connect with humans in real life, right? Because a lot of, like, my personal experiences, how I view the world and how my brain thinks in the ways of TV shows, TV characters, and endings and stories. And that's just kind of how my brain works. It even still does. So for me, that lyric ended up really resonating with the fact that, yeah, all I kind of do know is what's been on TV, right? So he didn't necessarily mean it like that. More so, he was making it into the context of the game Fall Guys. But for me, it ended up really resonating. And he has a few other songs that end up doing that quite a lot. So again, that's kind of like, you know, beauty in the eye of the beholder aspect, more so than he didn't mean it, you know, or that he meant for that to happen. Unless he specifically did mean for that to happen. I haven't heard him say he did, but I assume he did not. Someone can... I have an idea for a floor BRB. Someone asked for a sign. Who's asked for a sign? Oh, in the actual stream chat. Yeah, you can have a sign. Which type of sign you want? What type of color? By the way, totally check out the song and Stupendium if you haven't. Really good musician. Like, his rhyme schemes are amazing. Like, don't get me wrong, he's not like as popular as like a large amount of rappers, mostly because of like his niche being like video game themes and stuff. But like his themes and his lyrics are always on point. They are insanely good and creative. Any? Yeah, sure, I got some signs. Oh, there's another really good example, too. He did this song about the game Alan Wake 2. And he's like, you write a lot of words in your manuscript, but have you tried for just one moment living as the man you script? And it's really good. Here you go. A nice spruce sign, the best sign. I think this is enough room. So if I go ahead and I place this layer here, now usually building redstone down is not always a good idea. You want to build it from the ground up, but in this case I am building it down because I've already dug everything else out and it shouldn't be way too difficult. So Let's bunny hop onto here. I'm furiously pressing my spacebar. I don't know if you can hear it. You probably can. I really need to soundproof my room at some point. And there we go. I missed my office that I had at my last house because I had it soundproofed a little bit. There's this, like, audio quality was a little better than what I have now. Alright, we've got that going there. We're gonna need sticks. Sticks oh plenty. And we're also gonna have to decide what goes in here. We'll do that part next. I want to get the rest of the redstone done. Yes, you can hear this. You can hear this. Sorry for your ears. I need a shock mount too. I don't have one anymore. It's been a long time since I had one. I used to have one with my old mic. I had this like newer condenser mic and it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. But that mic broke, so. Newer sometimes make some really good products, man. Let's go put this in the cobblestone chest. That's filled up. It is kind of nice having this all labeled out now. I'm not gonna lie. Bravo! I need to go put this map art to good use, because I really like this, and I can think of a lot of cases for it. Because it's... Okay, so even just looking at it horizontal like this, there's a lot you can really do, like from screen doors, blinds, and all that. But look at it vertical, you can really add some, like, some cool detail that way, too. Let's actually see. Okay, I'm breaking the potato real quick. So this already looks really cool, really trippy, but then... Check it out. Now you've got like a sliding divider. Or you can create a really cool optical illusion with it. Let's put limited edition potato in there. We're gonna put this in here. Which map art is this? This is Rick Astley. He's always making an appearance. Always. We love you, Rick. Now I need redstone torches and redstone dust. And repeaters, I've got repeaters. I need the dust and the torches. The torches and the dust. Is there another creature living inside of my water streams? Because I thought I lit it up a good enough amount. We've still got some bamboo coming up. Look at that. He's doing so good. There it goes. There it goes fine. Can we catch it going up in this one? Yeah. Oh, it's so cool. I love it. By the way, there's another copper bulb shop. There's another... Where? Take me. I must find it. I will buy them out of their stock. Unless they're charging an insane amount, then I probably won't. I'll just wait for the other person to restock. But, I want to see the shop. Let's see the shop. Go! Find me the shop. Fun fact about copper bulbs, if you didn't know. Not only do the different oxidized ones give off different light levels, but they also give off different, like, redstone strengths. So that's neat. Okay. Oh, the mushroom place. Do they have some? They do indeed. 1 diamond for 16. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. So that's 12 diamonds. Yay. I need to go grab my diamonds. Just head upstairs. I should really put an ender chest down here. I don't know why I don't have one down here. I keep saying I need to put one, and then I never do. I just always fly back up here for it. Tell you what, I probably put them actually down in the storage system, the ones that we just mined earlier today. I did, so 12. My mistake, I guess it's 14. I think every shop should have a designated area for you not only to place down a shulker box, but also ender chest, because that would just make it way better. They do have an ender chest, but I don't have a shulker box area. Ooh, employees only. Well, you know what? I can look down here regardless, and it looks like it's just, it goes down and just to here. Huh. I wonder what will be here in the future. Guys, we're at spawn now. Hooray! Let's go. Is this the first time we've been at spawn today? I think this is the first time in the stream we've been to spawn. Right? I don't think we've been here today's stream. Correct me if I'm wrong if you've been here. But I don't think so. Let's check and see, uselessly, if we have any profits, because the answer is no. It's always no. I don't make much money from this. I've made 30 diamonds. Which, I mean, is still, given that I literally didn't spend a single diamond to make this place, still a decent amount. We use the same free cam mod, by the way. Oh, that's good. Free cam's great. Not a single thing. I need to restock this at some point. Oh, well. Yeah, see, they just need to put a boat, like, right here. Or, they could, if they wanted to, put their news boat, if they do the boat design, which they're probably not going to, but if they do, they could put it right over here next to the pirate fleet. Just put it right here, light it up so nothing can spawn, and it doesn't affect the spawn rates of this monstrosity here, which is still an insanely powerful creeper farm. Welcome back, Oreo. Welcome back, Nacho. Alright. We're gonna head back now. We need the redstone dust and the redstone torches. Yes. Yes. Let's go find it. I may need more dust in the future. There we go. And we can put the copper bulbs up in here, because we will need them for later. Why am I speaking like this? I don't know. Is it slightly, yeah, I don't know, guys. I don't know the words. My brain is broke. I haven't had breakfast yet. Sometimes I forget how much I love the interior of my storage system. Like, I need to clean it up now because a lot of it's kind of broken, but genuinely, there's a reason I made this my end screen, because I love this area. This is like one of my happy places on the server. I've been, like, I've talked about it in the past, but this has been the single greatest, like, project I have ever tackled in Minecraft. Like, I loved my last map, what we did there. Winterfall was great. I've shown it off in stream before, but might as well do it anyways. This is Winterfall, and there's a lot of stuff here now. This was my area last map. This is my castle. This is like one of the first things I ever built was this bridge, and I had like this whole other house like right here. This is the base of my old house that someone stole the top to, and I still don't know who. So after they did that, I was like, all right, I'll build the castle. And so I built the castle, but I had a bunch of people like working and living here. So it became very quickly like I lost a level of control over like creativeness, and people just started building all kinds of stuff, which is, it can be a really good thing, except for when those people just decide to leave, and so then you're left with like spaces like this over here. Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Right? Like, this is insane, and that, I still have no idea what the heck this is for. But we have, like, I loved this area. This area is one of my favorite areas that I had done, right? I really was pushing, like, so much with what I want to do, including, like, this windmill here. This is, like, one of my all-time favorite builds when I was, like, until now. Like, my windmill now, 10 times better. But this was, like, I was really trying to think of shape and stuff. It was really good. Like, I spent a long time here working on this area. And you can tell there's definitely a lot of, like, early styles for me, like this church here. Like, the roofs and stuff, they're very basic. I think I've gotten a lot better with roofs now. But, and interiors, definitely with interiors. But we did have the ship. The ship is really cool. We had some people on the outskirts here. We had raid farms and we had, like, other farms and stuff. Ton of infrastructure for people. Where is it? Here's an example. This is a hobbit hole, dude, who's part of our area. I don't remember who was here, but he was, like, building this entire area and stuff for a while. So I love this area, but it doesn't compare to the feeling of joy that I get from this area here. And don't get me wrong, I've had a lot of people come in and collaborate, but for the most part, this is me. This is my baby, you know? This is all what I'm working on. So Yeah, and there's still, like, it's far from being complete. There's still a lot of stuff to do. But this has quickly become, like, the single best project I've ever tackled in Minecraft. Okay, that was a rant for no reason. No, am I out of torches? Oh, thank God I'm not out of torches, but I do need to make more soon. Luckily, I've got quite a good amount of redstone, so... You're back from supper. Oh, well, welcome back, Kate. Crate, not Kate. Welcome back, Crate. I need sticks. Why was there a new server? Oh, no, there's the server archive, right? Which compiles every single map that FruWorld has ever had. Because FruWorld has been around for 14 years. Well, actually, over 14 years now, I think. So, they've had a lot of different maps. This is map 11. Or is this map 12? This is map 12, not map 11, sorry. I joined in map 11, like towards, not really the beginning. I think it was around for a couple months when I joined in. And so I built this entire, like, kingdom up and stuff, and I had a bunch of people come in and join. Sorry, I bumped my mic there. Well, my name actually used to be Kate. No way! So I'm not wrong. I'm just late to the party. Anyways. But, yeah, this is map 12. And so, once, like, I lost inspiration for the last map and stuff. I got busy with life and all this. And I had initially intended to record a lot of it. So I did have a lot of footage saved on my old computer and old hard drive from when I first joined FruWorld. I was recording, like, this video. I spent 100 days on random SMP servers, right? And then I just had so much fun. I ended up sticking around. I lost the footage because some of it got corrupted and lost interest in the project. I wasn't going to try to remake it. And then, eventually, life got too busy, and I stopped playing FruWorld for a while. And then last year, in June, map 12 hits, and I'm like, yep, I'm in, I pressed record, here we are. You used to play this server with a different account. I've never played with a different account, though I've had different usernames since I've been on here. Wow, we have not crossed the 100 barrier yet. Usually by almost 2 hours we've crossed the 100 barrier. What have I done wrong, you guys? Oh well, it's fine. It's not like it's a big deal. I'm not gonna cry or anything. I'm just only emotional. Alright, let's turn this into sticks. There we go. That should hopefully be enough redstone torches. Yeah, I changed it to crate as a gag/Easter egg because there was a streamer who misread it and said crate. So you have a streamer who misread crate and you changed misread Kate to crate and you changed it to crate. I misread crate as Kate. We are two sides of the same coin, me and this other streamer. Plus I thought crate sounded pretty cool. I am crate. You know, it's kind of, there is a bit of a pun because you're like doing creative stuff with it. It could be like I am create or something like that. Not really, that's a little bit, you know, but still. I'm actually gonna need those hoppers. What am I doing? I'll need those. Alright, got torches of plenty. Let's get over here and get this part. Woo! Made out. I need random blocks that I've put up for some reason. You know what would have been kind of cool to do here is a void floor. Especially since I do have the depth of all of this. I'll be curious to see what Nacho does. I may end up, if I expand it further, do a void floor for the next area. So. Nacho with the white armor. Nacho the gray. Nacho the white. Okay, so it's this, and then go out 2 blocks. Right, it's not 3 blocks, it's 2, right? Yeah, 2 blocks, then down 1. So then down this way. Like so. Then oh, I'm gonna have to dig this out even further so I can do the redstone for the lighting too. Ah, I didn't do enough. Oh well. We'll dig it out further in a second. Let's get this part done. Then we've got another subscriber photo we need to draw. We're just gonna go out a few more blocks. Not way too far because I hear water. Let's see, actually. Are we safe from water? For the most part, yes, we are. Good. Let's see. Gandalf the White and Nacho the White. Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight. Medusa Mussolini and a Putinini and Cowboy Curtis and John P. the Geno. Robocop and Terminator, Darth Pans. No. Robocop, Terminator, Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, every single... No. Robocop... Robocop, Darth Vader, Lopan, Superman, Bill S. Preston, Theodore Logan, Spock, The Rock, Doc Ock, and Hulk Hogan all came out of nowhere, lightning fast, and they kicked Chuck Norris and his cowboy ass. It was the bloodiest battle the world ever saw, with civilians standing on in total law. The fight raged on for a century, many lives were claimed, but eventually, the champion stood, the rest saw the better. Mr. Rogers, in a bloodstained sweater. This has been Trey Reed's The Lyrics to the Ultimate Showdown, one of Trey's favorite songs of all time from the early days of the internet, done by the amazing band Lemon Demon, who, if you want more of a reference to their music, listen to the song The Eighth Wonder. It is really good. It is actually about this wombat from the Isle of Man. I think it's a wombat, or it might be a weasel. And everyone called him David, and he was supposed to be like this ghost of like a child from India from the 1800s and stuff. Crazy story, but good song. Anyways, that's part of the lyrics is Gandalf the Grey and Gandalf the White and Monty Python and the Holy Grail's Black Knight. No way! You know Lemon Demon? That's amazing. Back in the day, they did this song called The Ultimate Showdown and it's one of my all-time favorite things. It is probably the first song I remember ever actually learning the lyrics to in its entirety. And I sang it for my school once when I was in like 2nd grade. ADHD moment. I have so many ADHD. This whole channel is an ADHD moment. That's all my life is just ADHD. I could rename my entire, like, everything to ADHD moment. And that would be the most apt description you could give about not only me as a person, but the content I make. Okay, we're gonna use a little bit of this for scaffolding. Your Cabinet Man is really good. I listened to that the other day while I was out delivering. You know how much it would actually suck, though, to be a cabinet man, to be stuck in the background of the cabinet? Ooh, this isn't going to work. That's not going to work. Oh, because I've got it on wrong. Here we go. There we go. I suppose he's not... He's like an artificial intelligence, I think? No. I'll have to re-listen to the song. It's been a couple days since then, but... He's a good song. Lemon Demon just has some fun hits. Like, they're very weird and out there. They're very indie. But if you like indie music, check them out. Okay, now we need to be able to place these repeaters, which is going to be a little bit difficult. The only way I can think of doing that is like this. Repeaters are technically slightly taller than a regular block. Not enough that you're going to suffocate doing this like one wide kind of style here, but you got to stand on them in order to be able to place it, because you can't really jump in this area very much to be able to place it under you. Cooking. They're cooking. It's between ADHD moment and dyslexic moments. Okay, so this redstone here is almost done. There's one final thing we gotta do, which is to place The torch is here, and then the sorter itself is pretty much done. We just have to go in and add the sticks and add whatever items we're actually going to be sorting, which is going to be like bricks and stuff. You need more gold, you say. Well, luckily for you, I have gold. Check the storage system. The one marked ores. Okay, now that we got that done, let's clear out this area, because now we need to actually make the redstone for the circuitry that's going to turn on the lights. I'm sorry if I vent. I don't have anyone I can trust to vent to. When I'm around certain people's live streams, I accidentally vent usually. You're good, man. Like I said, it's a safe space. Now, that being said, it's... Oh. I can't promise I won't talk. Sometimes it's best to talk into a void. Son of a... But given that I am a streamer, I tend to talk a lot. So I'll always try to listen, but, you know, it's less of just talking into the void and someone listening, and more so, you know. I sometimes try to give perspective. Or at least mine. And sometimes that's helpful, sometimes it's not. So... But you're always more than welcome to vent and talk about anything. Tep! I got to the stream today, Trey. Yes! The stream did not miss the Tep-ire today. Tep missed the last stream, so... But Tep is here today. He's joined in on the main stream there. Now all this part is done. Now we need comparators. That'll come out of here. Comparator. Wait, yep. Hey here, org. Nope, not subtract mode. There's that. And now we need this, because you can't do redstone dust here, otherwise each signal will interfere with each other. So you need to really only use repeaters, because they directly send out the signal straight forwards. You know? Thanks for understanding. Yeah, of course. Slept in yesterday, lol, but I'm going to school today. Oh yeah, it's tomorrow for him. Tep is not only, like, for Tep to be here, he's technically time traveling, you guys. Tep is in the future. I know technically a lot of my viewers are, so maybe I'm in the past, I don't know. When you watch my videos, it's most certainly in the past, but in the streams, it's also kind of weirdly in the past due to time zones and things. Nacho's cooking. We're gonna leave Nacho to do what Nacho's doing. We're gonna bring this out just a couple more spaces, because I want to really give myself the room up here to work. Since now I know exactly the type of redstone I'm going for, I don't really have to, like, do as much struggliness as we did last time around, like with the other system. I will say, doing a void floor is a little bit more difficult now, given that this one is deeper than that. So we're probably not going to do a void floor anytime soon. Can I make you a skin? You don't need to use it, I'm just bored. I mean, you're more than welcome to. I mean, I need to rework my skin a little bit anyways. I've got a little bit of the blue still showing. Like, I've got the blue under jacket, and then it's a red overcoat to kind of tie in both themes, because I didn't switch over to the red jacket until after we started playing Assassin's Creed, which, by the way, guys, Assassin's Creed 4 Resynced is coming out here soon, so we are going to skip our playthrough, like the rest of the playthrough from Assassin's Creed 4, and we're going to wait till that comes out, and then we're going to be playing that, but we're not going to be playing it here. So I'll let you guys in on a little tiny thing I'm working on. I'm starting probably another channel. Because I have decided this channel is pretty much just working for Minecraft stuff right now, I'm going to be launching another channel once that game comes out, called... Well, I'm not going to say what it's called right now, but it's going to be specifically focused on the more gaming aspect sides rather than the Minecraft side. So all the games that I typically would want to play that don't fit with the aesthetic of this channel anymore will be going there. So the Devil May Cry's, the Assassin's Creed, all that type of stuff will be going over there. And this one is going to be mainly focused on the Minecraft content and things that can tie into that. So this one's going to be primarily focused on the more creative aspect. I'm getting on the bus right now. See ya. Oh man, see ya, Tet. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. We need more repeaters. Oh no. I appear to be out of repeaters. 'Tis not good. Okay, I've got at least 39. Which is not enough, but oh well, it'll work for now. I'm announcing a lot of stuff on stream. It's weird. We need at least one more block of space in between here, so that way they don't interfere signal-wise there. So, woo! It does also mean that I'm varying my subscriber base a little bit, like with my viewers and things, because I'll have viewers on that channel who may come over from this channel, and vice versa. But it also means, like, if I make a type of content people don't necessarily want to watch, they can watch the other channel for that content. And it also helps the YouTube algorithm know which people to actually push my stuff to without ruining. Because every time I've been switching over and playing a different game for live streams, YouTube doesn't quite know who to market that to, because it's not my traditional base coming in. Like, it's a whole weird thing with YouTube. Now, that it wasn't always the case. Like, back in the heyday, back when, like, say, Jacksepticeye was starting and all that, you could play whatever game you wanted, and YouTube just kind of put you under the gaming category in general. Now there's so many niches out there that it's more difficult. So, I've got a few channels that I'm actually planning on creating. One is dedicated specifically to the other games. The other is going to be dedicated to photography, because I am a photographer. It's one of my many passions and loves, but I've struggled with making like videos for photography on this channel, because it's like, they're not really going to get pushed out too far, so I'm going to start doing that on a different channel as well. Don't know necessarily when, but it will be happening at some point. All the channels will be basically under the same moniker of Trey, because Daddy's me, but they'll be different. Because I already have one other channel, which, I mean, I don't really talk about, but it's called Trey Into Comics, and it's where I release my videos about comics. I've got a few new videos on that are in the works, especially since Free Comic Book Day happened, and there's so many interesting stories that came out from that. So yeah, loads of new channels will be happening. I'm creating an entire media empire, for lack of better words, just so I can really, like, continue making the content I want to make without YouTube burying my content because they don't know who to push it to. Someone put a bird in your house. Someone put a bird in my hoy! My hoy! A bird in my hoy! I like that. Bird in my hoy. Someone put a bird like a parrot, or welcome aboard. Let's see. I have only one friend and I never get to see her anymore. Everyone else, IRL, is just so mean to me. And it's so bad right now that I just feel guilt and shame all the time. Well, don't feel guilt and shame. Being a teenager is hard. It really is. Your brain is exploding with all these different chemicals. You're dealing with a lot from not only like you're in a transitional phase in your life, essentially. And other people same age, like other teens and kids, they can be really cruel too. So you should never feel guilt and shame for it, ever. I know saying that's not going to make it any less, because, you know, I was there too. But you shouldn't, really. Because you're just existing. And as Frankie from One Piece says, existence is not a crime. You know? They put a parrot in your house. I was like, did they build you like a bird, or is it a parrot? And it's a parrot. Well, I tell you what, if it's not a tamed parrot, tame it. Parrots are cool. I need to get a parrot. I don't have a parrot this map. I would also say, ultimately, the people that you're around right now are not going to be the people you are going to be around the rest of your life. So, you really get to decide going forwards who's going to be in your community and who's not. And deciding who you're going to surround yourself with is the most important decision there, because these people are the ones who will either lift you up or they will tear you down. And right now, you're in a position where you're mingling with a bunch of people that you have no control over, but it's not always like that. So, in the future, you will be able to really find your group of people, the people who are going to really be there for you. Let's see. The last server I joined could not even play regular. So, yeah. Just give us some time, you know? Like, right now, you're a kid, and you're in an area where, like, there's just so much going on that you can't control. But it gets better. It's not like that forever. I got incredibly lucky. Like, okay, so for a long time, there was a lot of bullying going on in my life, a lot of schools, all this stuff, right? That I'm not going to get way too much into. And I got incredibly lucky because when I went to high school, I went to 2 different high schools. The first one I went to, I had a much more traditional American high school experience. You had the people in the cliques, they didn't really mingle, and a lot of time anyone who was like outside of that was considered an outsider. I felt alone even in my own friend group, right? I shouldn't have because they were still there for me and things, but I mentally just didn't understand it at the time, right? So, yeah. But then when I went to a different school, and not everyone gets to, but when I did, I got to experience a different side of the world. And the school that I went to going forwards was one where there wasn't really any cliques. Everyone kind of was kind of the same and not the same, and that was a good thing. There wasn't really any type of bullying in the traditional sense. It happened occasionally, like, but for the most part, everyone genuinely really respected each other, even if they weren't really friends with each other. They were always very friendly and coexisting in the same space. They really tried to live up to the slogan that they created, which was "Hate has no home here." And us compared to like some other high schools in the area, like, it's a little bit of a morbid fact, had like next to no suicide rate, which again is a very morbid fact, but an unfortunate one that does happen, because like so much does happen, like when you're a teenager and all this stuff, that it really does, it really messes with you, man. So I got really lucky in that sense. So I was able to really kind of breathe and not have to go through with any of the stuff that I had experienced in the past. Not everyone gets that, and that sucks. I was hoping that with the rise of like social media being the way it is now, we would really start to see like a shift in terms of like perception when it came to that type of stuff from people. And for some part we do. But I suppose it's, you know, still very much, it's always going to be kids are just going to suck. You know? Like, they don't even know what's going on. So, just know in the future, you get to choose your own people. You're not stuck around these people forever. Hell, most of the time you won't even see them. I've run into, like, 3 people I've known from high school. And that's it. And again, like I said, the people I know were genuinely pretty cool with each other. I didn't have any issues with them. But 3 people in the span of like 10 years. Essentially, it's, you know, well, not 10 years. It's not 10 years. It's been like 7 years. In the span of 7 years, running into 3 people, you know? I'm out of torches. No, I'm not. Okay. Is this going to be enough torches? Oh, no, you don't go there. I actually don't know if this is going to be enough torches or not. We're getting there. It's close. We gotta have the lights up above, but we are getting to it. We are also running out of torches, and I don't know if we're going to have enough to necessarily make it up there. Should be fine. Because we can just run and make some more. I was just hoping I had made enough just off the bat, and it looks like I did not. Okay. Water stream up here? Nope. Good, so I can dig up a little bit, give myself some headroom, so to speak. Can I have a lever, please? Yeah. Check the redstone chest over there. Should have levers in it. If not, I can make one real quick. Whoa, Nacho, what in the world? Oh, I should not have looked at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh, this is so interesting. Okay, I'm excited to see this when it's done. Okay, I think we have enough. We need to grab some... We need to look for a lever real quick, because Jake was wanting one. Do I have a lever? I do not. I'll make one. Should actually put one inside of here. I don't know why I don't. Here, have another lever too, because I don't want it. I don't need the sticks, but we'll put the sticks up in here for now. I need the copper bulbs. Perfect. Yep. Yep. There we go. And they go on the top, so we need another row here. The chest is going to be here. Just for now. This one is going to get sucked to the bottom, but that's fine. And we fell. Welcome back. We've got the lights there. I think I'm going to need... I need to make more redstone torches. Fly! Just fly directly in and tackled Nacho. I've got redstone dust. Let's grab this. That should be enough there, and we'll just grab some more redstone dust if needed. Actually, I'm probably going to need more repeaters, too. Alright, let's grab a few diamonds here. I think 2 should do it. I'm back again. What's up? Everything okay, Crate? We don't like seeing the down faces here. What's up, man? Alright, let's head spawn. We've had 22 people join in on the main stream. What is the... More people are joining in on the main stream today. This is crazy. No X-ray. No X-ray. Basically, you're agreeing to the twos on a website. Terms of service. The twos. I said twos. The twos! It's just your PTSD. Oh, sorry. That's tough to deal with. That gives me an idea. I have this glass in my, well, I just ran out of water that I was drinking, but the bottom is kind of this, like, not necessarily spiral, but it's like a prism shaped. And it's got like one small little clear point that you can see through. And I think if I was to somehow make, like, I kind of want to make a lens mount kind of like that. You can't open the top of tape chest. I know. I know. I can't open the top of any of those chests. I have to break it. Can I borrow some cobbled deep slate, bricks, and glass? I don't know if I necessarily have any glass left in there, but I should have some cobblestone bricks and stuff in there. Oh, I had a friend who had to deal with something like that, Crate. It's rough. My brother was adopted. My older brother, we have the same dad but different mom, and his mom, not a good person. Like, I'm not gonna get into details and stuff, but she ended up, just despite everyone else giving him up for adoption and stuff, and no one in the family could get him. So when I get PTSD, it brings it all back. Yeah, that's what PTSD does. The good news is there are ways to manage it, and I hope you're able to learn how to manage that a little bit better going forwards, because I've heard that is like I don't deal with it myself, so I can't speak from experience, but from what I've heard, it's not something I would wish on anyone. Now, what is this? Hold on a second, Nacho. Let me land so you don't fall. What is this? Someone has built an ice boat area? This is neat. I'm excited to see what this is going to be. I couldn't exit the door. Trey did not know how to exit the door. What's up, Nacho? Did you need some? Did you need to go over there? I can take you over there. Can you TP me to your base, Trey? Yeah. There you go. I got my repeaters. Whoa. This... I know I literally just saw the floor a bit ago, but this is really... Like, I love the changing texture of the prismarine, like the changing color and stuff. It's so cool. Also, with like the kind of jut outs and things, not only does it have kind of a very piratey feel to it, but it kind of has like an Elder Guardian kind of vibe going on. It's very interesting. It affects your life by a lot. Is that in line? It is. And now we observe the wild Obi, running below the hopper line site. The Lord Protector of the Potatoes is shying away from his duty. Or is he? Is he just inspecting the line to ensure no potatoes are getting lost behind? Very possibly. Trey, I'm stuck inside the elevator floor. Oh no. Yeah, I don't have space down there because it'll break the elevator. But here you go, just teleport over. Okay, let's go ahead and bring this line directly over. I pressed the button and now I'm inside the composter. Ha! Yeah, that happened to me. I need to replace the composter. I need to replace that back to the main floor. I just haven't got around to it yet. Out of here, you. I keep hearing water, and I'm really worried. I don't have any more vertical space because we will hit the water stream. So I've got to be very careful here as we do this. But it should be fine to go ahead and clear this part out. I don't want to break the blocks above that, though. Not yet, until I just decide what I want the actual ceiling to look like. Because we are changing it from the cave to, like, look a little bit... Like, I still want some of the cave features, but at the same time, I want it to be a little bit better. You need more mangrove? Check the chest. I've got a mangrove thing. I have no idea if Nacho's still in the stream or not, to be honest. I think Nacho is. They usually come in and out. Do you have mangrove? They are not. Just think about how lazy lousy some people are that they had to make filters to do that. Oh no, lousy some people are, because we have some filters like for chat and stuff on the server for like cussing and things. So okay, now we just essentially run this over this way. Wait, that's going to turn that on. I don't want that turned on. That's fine. Check this out, you guys. This is a super simple thing you can do. Bam! Look at that. Now we just repeat this all across. Like so. So this is what is called an AND gate. Or not AND gate, an OR gate, I think. Where basically it's either this is activated or this is activated. How do you get deep slate bricks? I put them inside of a stonecutter. That's how I normally do it. You can also craft them after you smelt it and things, but I don't like doing that. So this is going to ensure that these are all turned off. Am I going to have enough of these? The answer is no, I am not. Ah, dang it, we're gonna have to spend more diamonds. It's a good thing we went mining. Maybe we're just gonna make that a feature of every stream. Go mining. I also have to at some point actually draw the next profile picture. I don't know who I'm gonna draw yet. Do 2. Let's head back to Concordia. Eat our potatoes. You don't have to apologize for venting crate. Like I said, this is a pretty safe space. I mean, as safe as, you know, an online live stream can be, but yeah, you're welcome to vent. Ow. This is an interesting way to do the path here. I don't think I've ever seen anyone do it like this. So he's got it in a very, like, you know, tight, thin kind of strip here, but then it kind of radiates out like this before coming back in like this, and then getting back in the tight formation. That's interesting. I'm not sure why they chose to do it that way, but I kind of like it. Teton! Welcome back. Yeah, let's go in here. Whee! Perfect flying, 10 out of 10. Let's go. Alright, so now, the redstone for this area is pretty much all done. The only thing that's left is to actually set up these item filters here and put in the blocks above and then design the sides like this. Other than that, everything else is working. So, you know, this was the more hard part. Now we just got to throw sticks inside of these hoppers. And then put the items we actually want. So now, whenever anything comes down at the bottom, let's actually clear out these. Make sure we don't have anything that could ruin this system. Because it is very possible that we do. Loads of cobblestone. There we go. I also need some torches down here, so... Because right now, very dark. If we turn on our light levels... Yeah, this is a mob trap, if I've ever seen one. I think we've made some really good progress on this so far. Let's grab some torches. Should only need a few. There we go. I think this floor is very interesting, though. Hey, Nacho. By any chance... I'll probably have to do it myself, but I need to basically have it come back in line with this section here. So I suppose what we can do is knock this whole side back a bit and then just kind of fade this in, because I don't really want to break the floor up at all. I like it. For lore? What lore? What lore? am I missing? Oh. He dropped off lore. Frubian Weekly, first edition. The Rise... Oh, I already have this. Thank you, though. Okay, let's put in some lights down here for now. I'm not too worried about any of this space being spawnable, like on this side yet, because we are going to design these little intersections here, because we're going to be walking down. So basically, I think I'm going to do like a glass kind of floor, maybe? No, not glass, because then you can't enter. It's just going to be like trapdoor, so you can come down this way. But they need to be able to where, like, you can walk across to this section here. This, like, how these two interact here is going to be really weird to do. Because this one is so much shorter than this one. You know? Okay. So we have got this all set up here. We just need to finish the designs here and stuff. Huzzah! We have a floor now to walk around on. I like said floor. Floor is nice. This is a very unique and bright floor. I think it looks definitely better when it's slightly dimmer. Because, like, full bright really, really brightens it up. But I do like it. I just need to darken the walls now, and I think that'll offset the brightness of the floor a lot. But I am liking how this area is looking compared to how it was before. So this is going to be good. I wanted to do another, like, subscriber photo. I think, have I done fundraiser? I don't think I've done fundraiser, and he's been in the stream earlier, so let's check out his. Go to channel. So I'm pulling this up on the main stream. Let me pull up this. So he doesn't really have any videos or anything, but he's kind of just, I think it's a soccer player right here. So we're gonna do this guy. And let's bring this up. No, I saved Oh, that's a mistake and a half right there. It's fine, I can fix it later. Not a big deal. Let's get rid of our cat dude here, E.T. And let's go below. Like that. And so let me bring the tablet back. Let's see. I will give up everything to make people happy, but then they just call me a mean jerk and worse stuff. And now it's hard for me not to be so mean, which makes me feel more guilty. My Minecraft skin actually has a lot of meaning behind it. It's good that you can put meaning behind the Minecraft skin. I think that definitely, like, art in general, it helps get some of those ideas out. But yeah, I've been there, giving up things for other people. It's a rough spot to be in, man. But I will say, like, you shouldn't feel guilty because you're getting, like, there's only so much of, like, being told something again and again that someone can take before it ends up really hurting with them or, like, sticking with them. It's like if people are constantly getting, like, annoyed at you for the slightest things, like, you tend to start to become more careful around those people and around doing the things you do. And it tends to just really mess with you going forwards. So I'll say you definitely don't have to feel guilt for feeling bad that other people are making you feel bad. And if you can't distance yourself from those people, which sometimes you can't, that can really aggravate things going forwards. I would say do your best to try to distance yourself from them to find a better group of people. Because the friends you have now won't always be the people you have in the future. You might go soon. Well, Demon, it's been a pleasure having you here, man. Let's get this last guy drawn up. I know we're only doing 2 this stream, and technically I should be doing more, but I gotta go eat soon anyways. I gotta find something to eat. So he's got a really interesting position to him, so if I just, like, If we kind of draw this out a little bit. Very unique head shape, I know, but there's hands that are here. Let's see. The PC mask being a mask that represents my fake happiness around everyone else. And it being a PC because I only have friends. My only friend has an old TV as her Minecraft head. Oh. Well, that's cool. Sitting there giving a little bit of shout out to your friend there. We don't really see their eyes. I want to really kind of make this look like hair a bit. I'm really failing with the hair today. This one's gonna be difficult for me, you guys. It's gonna be difficult. I'm not gonna lie. There's this level of like non-control that I have when it comes to doing the digital compared to the physical. This is just horrible. I do not like any of this. We're gonna try it a different way. So we're gonna shoulders there. Really try to get the fact that his head is just kind of... He's kind of... It looks like maybe he's had a loss in a game. And so he's just kind of... Just defeated, man. Okay, I am liking this attempt just a little bit better. And then... Thankfully, we don't really have any details of, like, the fingers at all. So we can kind of just hide them as, like, little nub things. There's still one thing that hit me the most that I haven't talked about. Fair enough. Can't always talk about everything, you know? Sometimes things just stick with us. Unless you meant that you haven't talked about that you want to talk about, then you're more than welcome to. It's just... Yeah, you're more than welcome to, is what I mean. But if it was one of those things that, like, oh, it's something that I don't really want to talk about, but it's something that's still bothering me, that I completely understand as well. Okay, this attempt is going so much better. Let's try to get his hair done. His hair is such an interesting shape that I don't know how to necessarily capture it, to be honest. So maybe we're just going to give him a bowl haircut for now, because he is kind of pushing up the hair. And so, like that. Do that for now. That hurt me like a brick. Oh. You never felt happy before April 4th this year? That's a long time to go through feeling a state of despair, man. April 4th was not long ago. That hit you like a brick. I got what your meaning was. I mean, you can use hit and hurt. Pretty much same thing. I think people will tend to get it with the brick moniker, you know? Okay, so he's got gloves on. And then he's got a little bit of a shirt here. Yeah, I've talked in the past on the channel about how weird it is sometimes with childhood memories and then like realizing, oh wait, I've been feeling this way for a very long time, longer than even I remember. But yeah, that's why it's always good to kind of check in with yourself and not really keep things in, you know. Kind of don't want to give this guy eyes. I just kind of want to do that because you can't really see his eyes in the first place. Then you got like another head here. This attempt is going a lot better. Just give him some squiggly hair here. You kind of see an eyeball. But again, the nose is very... Yeah, that's all we're going to do for that, because he's very much in kind of a blur here. Every time before that when I was happy, I didn't feel it, it just felt numb. So it's less of happy and more like a just relief that you're not feeling sadness or something like that. You don't have to feel bad for venting, man. Not at all. And that's one of the weird things about having trauma in your life, right? When people tell you you don't have to feel bad about it, and they truly mean it, and you know that they mean it and all this stuff, but yet your brain will not let go of it. You still feel like you're in the wrong constantly for it. That is one of the worst parts about it. Okay, let's use the paint bucket tool for the rest of this. There we go. That covers that space in a lot quicker. This part is blue too. Perfect. And then he's got white for everything else. But it's like a grayish white. Minus the gloves. The gloves are black. Okay, there's that. Yeah, for me, the first time I ever really opened up about my emotions and things, especially on this channel, was like 9 years ago now. I did, it was again Minecraft related, because Minecraft is just one of those games that has always helped me kind of process. So, sometimes just getting it out there is enough that it can help a little bit. Not always the most, but sometimes, you know. Gotta go now, Trey. Hey, Demon, thanks for stopping by, man. We'll catch you in the next one. Have a good, wonderful day, man. And thanks for the eggs. Though I have no idea what I'm gonna do with them right now. It's like midnight for you. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. It's getting there for me. It's about 6:40 right now. Got a couple minutes where I have to go get something to eat and get ready for work. We're gonna do kind of a little bit of shadowed skin complexion, so somewhere around there. I'm just gonna fill this in like that. And the same for this as well. We're doing a weird skin complexion for it, but that's fine. We got that, and we're gonna add even more shadow here to like the hair. Wait, I need a new layer because we're gonna knock down the opacity a bit. And we're gonna hide this part here. Put that there. We're going a little stylized with this. I want to actually... We're going a little bit Nintendo-esque with this one. We're going to go with a little bit of pink for the nose. This guy looks kind of evil down here. I've weirdly made him look a little evil. A little bit on the cheeks. A little bit there. There we go. So we've got that. Let's get the background in there. Rejoice, for Henry has arrived. Egg the humans. I was venting in another stream and felt terrible about it. For real, like, Minecraft calms me so much. I'm catching up to all my chats here. Yeah, some streams are not really, like, set up for that, but here it's just we're all having a conversation, just hanging out. So it's, you're among friends, man. Think of it like that. So. Let's see, and someone genuinely cared about me, and then I was confused and puzzled about it, and basically it broke my brain. Yep, that sounds about right. Oh, trust me about that. I had an experience like that very recently. In fact, just the other day, really. I'm not gonna go into it because it's very personal, but it was a really wild experience for me, and my brain could not cope around it for the longest time. Oh, man. We're gonna have to touch these up. I hate when I do that and I don't complete the layer. Do it. Let's paint bucket this one. There we go. That's a little bit easier. Let's bring this down. We're gonna go above all these layers here. And we're just gonna greenify this a little bit. Clean this up some. I said some. There we go. Alright. Oh, and we gotta get the insides here because that's... There we go. Perfect. So we now have fundraiser. Oh, I forgot the question mark. He's got, like, I think they're the Adidas swoops, so we're just gonna do instead kind of like this. Like that. Perfect. It does, yeah. It ends up making you question things. Let's actually add a little bit more shadow here. We're gonna go on another layer, and we're gonna just do our shadow in black for this time. I'm just gonna very lightly cover that. Cover the gloves a little bit. Just give it a little bit more depth here. Bigger. Give them a little bit of shadow on this side. Just a little bit of a highlight there. Right. Really darken this area a little bit better. And there we go. Well, hold on. Let's darken Evil McEvil Pants here. Let's see. But now, because of everything I've been through, I'm just so paranoid all the time. Yeah. That's, you know, that's kind of to be expected. It happens. And it's gonna probably take a while for you to, like, unlearn those, like, that paranoia, to let go of it and to kind of, like, move forwards. And even then, it'll pop up from time to time. Because the sad thing is, depression, like, when you, especially when you've had so much trauma in your life, or when you're neurodivergent, it never goes away. But you end up handling it so much that it starts to, like, really lessen over time. Okay, we're gonna save this guy as the fundraiser. Oh no, we're exporting, not saving. File export as the fundraiser. Fundraiser, I know you're not on the stream anymore, but thank you so much for being a member of the channel. It's really appreciated. Perfect. And I think that's pretty much all the time I've got for in terms of, like, drawing subscribers today. I feel bad, we've only done 2. But, yeah. Only 2. Who is Nacho still online? Nacho's not. Oh, they are, but they're AFK. Look, this place is really starting to transform. Like, Nacho doing the floor really brought this place insanely together. It's so wild how different it looks in here now. I think what I want to do is kind of find a way to kind of dim it in here a little bit. Ooh, that's weird. Look at how bright that is compared to here. We're gonna have to... I do kind of like the center being bright. We'll get this all figured out in the future. I think in the next stream we're gonna really iron out this part and finish this section up. I think I'm gonna head off to go get lunch. I know it's a little bit early. I was planning on going until 7 until we got exactly... Well, okay, we got 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Let's see what we can do in 4 minutes, because then it'll officially be 3 hours that I streamed. So, yeah, we'll go in 4 minutes and see what we can get done in that time. We're not even going to touch the filters yet. We're not going to do that. We're going to instead start thinking about this little corner here, because one cool suggestion I had thought of was kind of having like an item dispenser that can somehow dispense the items just down this way. Like, not like the items on each side pretty much. Or at least some of them. So it's constantly like flowing. So we would need honey blocks, and we would need a light source to light that area up. So I'm sorry. Again, you don't have to be sorry, man. You're good. I need these. We need to actually head to spawn and buy some more of these. Oh no. Alright, let's carry this. Let's head to spawn. We got 3 minutes. 3 minutes, then I have to go get lunch. Let's see what we can do in 3 minutes, you guys. Start that timer now. We're gonna fly fast over here to the shopping district, where, if we go, I believe it's on the back side of the shopping district. Ooh, some frame rates there. Frame lag. Ooh, ow. It's right over in here, I'm pretty sure. There's this lovely shop right here, and they sell frog lights. And we need this one right here, and it's 1 diamond for 1 stack. Perfect. Okay, let's head back. And what we're going to do now is we're going to take these frog lights, and we're going to put them on this side in the back corner here. So where's a good back corner? I would say this spot lines up pretty well. Is that where the honey is going to be? That's where the honey is going to be. So we got to put it like right here. Please don't bump it. Okay, good. We're right on the edge. Okay, so we got that. We need honey and... Oh, ow. I should have honey. We got 2 minutes. Or, well, slightly less than 2 minutes. Where's my honey? Honey, honey, honey. Honey, honey, honey. Where's the honey? Honey, honey, honey. Honey, honey, honey. I need honey. Is it in the mob drops? It is. We need honey blocks, which I believe is... That's honeycomb. No, that's not what I need. It's the bottles that make the honey blocks, isn't it? Arg. Okay, do I have any inside my redstone chest? I have 6. Okay, let's head back. We're gonna fly over to Concordia real quick. Oh boy. Oh boy, we've got 1 minute. We're not gonna make it, but we did get a start done. We did get a start. I'm back! Sorry, I got distracted. All good, Micah. Welcome back. Glad to have you for the last little bit of the stream here. We got less than a minute. Less than 20 seconds now till we've hit 3 hours. Let's get some honey blocks. Honey blocks. Honey blocks. They sell honey here, right? Honey, honey, honey. They don't sell honey. Oh, no. Who sells honey? Who sells honey? Who sells honey? I need honey blocks. Okay, we've hit the official 3-hour mark, you guys. Ah! The only reason I even have a friend is because I met her in kindergarten. Less than 20 seconds? Yes, less than 20 seconds. Because I was going to end it now. But I need the honey blocks. I can't end without the honey blocks. You know, one of my oldest friends, we're still kind of connected occasionally. We ended up going to this thing called prom together several years ago. After not seeing each other for years, and we reconnected. I met not in kindergarten, but in like 2nd grade, and I'd like to say we're still friends. And then one of my main friends, like my best friend of all time, who I've actually recorded videos with in the past. If you check out the Zeocraft thing, that's with him, and we have plans in the future. Where is this honey? Surely this sells honey, right? Surely. But me and him are still connected, so yeah. Some of your oldest friends can sometimes continue to be your friends for life, and sometimes not. Like, I have other friends that I knew from, like, preschool and stuff, who I don't know anymore. I haven't talked to in years. Please say you sell honey. Come on. Honey? Honey, honey, honey. Yes! No! Oh, man. Anyone in New Hartfell? I don't have honey bottles is the issue. You know what? I need to set up a bee farm. I need a bee farm, I need a dripstone farm, and a prismarine farm. Those are the next farms I'm thinking about. If not, guys, we're flying over to New Hartfell. It's just in this direction. Tell you what, we're going to go until 7 exactly. It is weird to see just how bizarre my my creeper farm has turned out. They built their base on top of this creeper farm, and it's weirdly more effective with them there than it ever was with me. I don't know why that is. I don't know what they did differently. Oh, I've still got my display capture set on. There we go. Alright, we're getting to New Hartfell, you guys. We didn't cross 100. This, I think, is the first stream in a good while where we have not crossed 100 views on the short stream. Excuse me. Crying is good. Crying is how humans regulate emotion. It's honestly really healthy for you to cry. Don't feel sorry about it. I try to let out at least one good cry a week, to be honest. Because it really does. It helps your brain regulate and process emotion. That is one of the main reasons we as humans cry. That, and it also helps, like, clean our eyes and stuff. And it helps with processing pain. Crying is one of those things which we're taught is a bad thing, right? It's not something we want because it's, like, not socially acceptable or it's socially awkward. But it's really, really good and healthy for you to cry. Like, if you're sad, let it out, man, because it really helps your brain process the emotions. And if not, those emotions just get pent up. They just get bottled up and they don't go anywhere, and they build on top of each other for months or weeks or years. Sometimes decades. God, this is a really cool mountain. This isn't the mountain, I don't think. I still don't remember exactly where the mountain is. We might actually be next to the mountain. I know I should have been in New Hartfell by now. We should be close by. Wait, where's this? Oh. Oh, I know this person's base. The copper trees! And the wheel, so we are near New Hartfell. It's somewhere over here. I think over in this direction, maybe? And then here is another person's town. I can't remember who it is off the top of my head right now. I think it's Worm's base. We've got to be close to New Hartfell now, right? This is looking cool. I'm liking this. Sorry, I bumped my mic. Even family members call me all the mean stuff everyone else does. Yeah, I've had family members do that as well. I'm not really close with them. Like, we don't talk or anything. So, again, benefit. I mean, it's different if it's, like, brothers or sisters or anything like that, because then you're by them a lot, but... like cousins and stuff. I have plenty of cousins and people in my family that I don't speak to. For the most part, I think my family is very tight-knit. We all do genuinely love each other. Even when we, like, disagree with each other, which definitely ends up happening a lot. But, yeah, there are still the... I'm glad there was water there. I don't know where New Hartfell is right now. I need to pull up the Dynamap, you guys. World Dynamap. Here we go. I'm pulling that up. Let's go out this way to where I'm at. Okay, so I am fairly far away from New Hartfell where I'm at now. Let's see where I was when I was back. It should catch up any second. Oh, I really overshot New Hartfell. Yeah, I overshot it by a lot. It's actually fairly close to spawn as well. Let's see. I get identity crises all the time. Panic attacks. Crises. Oh my god, it's a manor! Oh, I love these things. They're so cool. Well, the cool thing is, you're still forging your identity. Pretty much everyone is constantly forging their identity every day. Like, little choices you make here and there, little things you like, it all comes together and coalesces and changes over time. Whoa, what is this? This is looking funky. Oh, I'm liking this. That's a clever use of gold and red. Sorry, I'm getting distracted, you guys. I need honey. I need honey. We've got 3 minutes left, and I've got to find the honey. But we are almost at New Hartfell. And I'm pretty sure they sell honey there. If not, then in the next stream we're building ourselves a bee farm. And there's just no way around it. Here we go. We've made it to New Hartfell, everyone. I'm also out of potatoes in my inventory. Where's Sir Obi when you need him? Alright, let's check this. Love this crane, by the way. Yes, they do. Good. 1 diamond for 32. Bam, 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 bam. Alright, so that's 4 diamonds there. Let's get rid of that. Let's head back home. Let's grab 4 diamonds out. We've also reached the end of the track list. I'm probably not going to play another track because I don't think we really have time. So we're just going to pay for this, and then that'll probably be that. I only have 2. Oh, we're going to have to dip into our ender chest. Lovely. I like how I made, like, what was it, 24 or so diamonds at the start of the stream, and now I've only got 2 of those left. We're going to have to go diamond mining again, you guys. Okay, so it's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then get out of here, andesite. Careful to put it in the ender chest and not the trash can. We do not want a repeat of several months ago. I will never, ever let that happen again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Awesome. Great. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to go because I need to get some breakfast before I head into work tonight. Guys, I appreciate you all being here. It's been great fun. We've made a lot of progress. We've hung out with a lot of people. And if ever you need to vent, you're always welcome to on stream. If anyone ever needs to, or they just want any advice or my opinion, I'm always happy to give it. Guys, my name's been Trey, and I'm going to go today. See you next time, okay? That rhymed and I didn't even mean it to.